are
the Level Up Show!
Just for podcast purposes, right? Well, welcome to anyone who just joined us. As you just heard, we're the Level Up Show. And tonight is a recap episode of last night, as well as just letting you guys tell us what to talk about, pretty much. Just in the chat down there, list your gaming subject matter.
Or not about games.
Or not about gaming. I think we can veer off a little bit. We've been okay with that so far. Last week we talked about, or actually probably 2 weeks ago, we talked a lot about things that weren't gaming related, and we didn't get banned.
No.
AC4 is good. One more trophy till platinum for Greg.
Hey, A-White.
Good for you.
A-White, how do you know Greg?
Yeah, I was going to say, A-White is Greg's friend.
Yeah, he called me Krista yesterday.
They told me that they met on PSN 2 years ago. They haven't met in real life or anything like that, but they've become really good friends through PlayStation Network.
2 males?
Yeah.
A-White.
Yep. Walter White? Walter White?
No, it's an A.
I know, but still, he's got name White. That's cool, because of Walter White.
I wish your last name was White.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
I'd be Kristen White.
Doesn't sound good.
Kristen Whitehead.
What? Where did that come from?
I don't know.
But welcome, A-White. This is, I think, your first time watching us, am I right?
Give us some information about your
everyone.
lives.
We want to get to know you. That's what Sunday's all about, is getting to know you getting to know us.
And I'm sincerely interested. I really am. That's not sarcasm.
Breaking Bad reference. Yes, that's correct.
Mosby's Designs. Ted Mosby.
Ending this season. Breaking Bad is now over. How I Met Your Mother is ending. A lot of good shows going away, even though How I Met Your Mother isn't quite as good as it used to be.
Nah.
For sure.
We met on Uncharted 2.
Nice.
Aww.
That was a great online, I thought. I didn't play the third ones online quite as much as 2. I really like 2. But then I have no problem with Uncharted 3 either. A lot of people think that that was a step down from 2. I pretty much put it on like level ground. Single player in the third one was amazing.
That's cute. Stop, don't make me cry. So, Greg, do you work at the zoo? Ghost said he has a zoo game.
It's Zoo Tycoon. It's for Xbox One. It uses the Kinect to actually like pet the animals and stuff like that.
Oh.
You can interact with them. I think you can feed them, stuff like that.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's real cool.
I haven't seen How I Met Your Mother for 3 seasons ago. Ghost, you're actually not missing out on too much. It really isn't as good as it used to be.
Oh, yeah, Barney's the best.
Barney's the best, but he's actually almost become a weakness in a sense to me. I feel.
Why?
Because it's become too ridiculous.
Yeah.
All the stuff surrounding him is just completely out there and beyond reality. The show used to be at least a little bit grounded. The whole thing about the show is it had what a lot of things call, I guess, like a trope, the unreliable narrator. What that means is because it's narrated by someone who's telling the story, that they can go crazy with it, and you can just kind of say, oh, it's because the narrator's telling it in this way. You know what I mean? That way, that's how they get away with kind of making things ridiculous sometimes. Yeah. But the show has just gone off the deep end. Like,
yeah, I know it has.
Some of the stuff that Barney does.
So, Greg...
Thank you, Dan, for liking my shirt.
And Greg works in a restaurant. He's a bartender and a prep chef. My favorite drink is a...
Wait, Greg is?
Yes.
He's a bartender? You're 19,
He says he works in a restaurant. He's a bartender and a prep chef.
I thought you said he was 19.
He is.
I didn't think you could be a bartender if you're 19.
I don't know. Maybe he passes them out. I don't know.
Oh. Greg, let us know. I'm curious now.
Wait, what was I just going to say? Thank you, Ghost. About his shirt. He likes your shirt.
Yeah, Dan also said that. Thank you, Dan.
What was I going to say?
I don't know.
Oh.
If you haven't seen from yesterday, we have our little sign down here now to make it easier for you guys to follow us, so we don't have to keep saying over and over again how you can follow us.
Can I say something else?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think it's so funny when dogs, you think that they wink at you. In New York 18.
They do that a lot, too.
Like, every time they wink at me, I wink back, because I just think it's cool.
Wow. Greg says in New York, 18 is serving alcohol age. I did not know that. I thought 21 was still the age to serve alcohol.
Look at Bogey chewing on the pillow back there.
Do you sneak a lot of alcohol then, Greg? Is that why you were wasted last night?
Hey, be nice to Gregory.
I'm not being mean to Greg.
It was conceived in Disney World. Apparently. Bogey, stop chewing the couch. We should put some music on that I can dance to.
Put on some music? We should take calls like right now. We only have 4 people in here, but there's a possibility. We wanted to try something out this week, guys. or this Sunday, I should say. We didn't try it out yesterday, but we should have. Let's try out Skype for taking calls, because we always take the phone calls, and the quality isn't very clear. So, if you want to try and Skype us right now, it should come through this nice Bluetooth speaker right here. Our Skype name is The Level Up Show, spelled exactly how it sounds. Why don't you just type that in there for them just in case, though. Yep, just like that. Exactly how our Twitch name is, all that. If you want to try and call us on Skype right now, add The Level Up Show, and then try calling, and we can talk real quick and test this out, see how the quality is.
Andrew, will you please do me a favor?
Yeah.
Will you please get his red pillow out so he does not chew on our nice pillow?
Right.
Bogey, stop it. Chew on your pillow. There's your pillow. Chew on that.
And I will take this pillow away from him.
Oh, God, he's going nuts back there.
Yeah.
Jeez. You're crazy,
We
pup.
got a crazy pup tonight.
Yeah, you rip that pillow up. You rip it up.
Again, anyone who wants to Skype us right now, we can talk about anything you want.
Let us see your face.
Well, you don't have to do that. You definitely don't have to put up video, just audio.
Oh, I thought it was going to be a video.
No, we still do audio call.
That would be cool, though, because we could hold the video up.
It would, but a lot of people don't want to have their face
Let
on
us
it.
see your face. I heard he had a nice run before, so did Andy.
A nice run?
What?
What are we talking about, Don't Starve?
Greg said that you're ruining his cover, and his boss says not to tell a lot of people.
But he's saying I heard he had a nice run before, so did Andy.
I don't know. I don't know what that means. We need to be more interesting. For some reason, I always think about things to discuss, and the one topic is blood diamonds.
Well, I don't know why.
I don't know why.
Hey, look
Hey,
what we
Miss
got.
Beastie.
It's Bree. Hey, Bree, how you doing? Welcome back. I
Welcome.
feel like we haven't seen you in a little bit. I'm glad you're back. You could try this out, Bree, because we're trying to get someone to try us on Skype right now at the Level Up Show. Spelled exactly how it sounds. That's our username on Skype, and we want to try out and see how the quality is if we were to try that out instead of doing the speakerphone on the phone here, which doesn't sound very great for podcasts and whatnot.
I want to see faces, and I want to hold them up here.
You don't have to show video.
A face
if you
for
call
a
us.
face.
We just want to see how the audio would be.
How do you like Don't Starve, Andrew?
Obviously, I love it. It's just
Yeah, but it
efficient.
crashed twice today.
Yeah, I do. That was a little bit frustrating because today I started at day 27. I was at like day 36 when the game suddenly crashed, and I lost those 8 days. And then I started up again, and I got to day like 32, and then it crashed again. And then finally, I just started like quitting and saving every like 2 or 3 days so that I don't have a problem. Hey, Jason!
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 I'm really not happy with Don't Starve because
Because of the crashing on me.
it crashed twice, and he actually handled it like a champ.
I did.
He didn't throw things, even though I would have. I guess Skype could be a bad thing with some calls you have had.
Why would it be a bad thing? Because it would just be the same thing. It would just be audio. Oh, that's no problem, Bree. Don't worry about it. Glad you could join us tonight. What's good for you, I guess, is that we're probably going to be doing Sundays from now on. It seems like it's better for us as far as viewership goes. But right now we're starting off slow. We had a much better start last week on Sunday. Yeah, we're not going to
You're right, Ghost. That could be bad.
We're not going to do video, Ghost. No way.
No, I was talking about video.
Yeah, we're not doing it.
But I didn't realize that people could show inappropriate things.
Yes, they could. No, we're not doing video for Skype, but we do want to do audio. Again, if you want to try and Skype us right now, audio-wise, it's a Level Up Show.
We love you,
too,
Jason! Jason!
Jason!
Jason!
That's from Heavy Rain. You probably don't know that.
Oh, don't insult me.
No, I'm just telling you. At the beginning of Heavy Rain, you're chasing your kid through a mall, and you have to keep pressing X
I've seen it.
to call his name.
I've
Yeah.
seen it.
And the way he says it is very...
It's really sad, yeah.
It's very sad, but it's a little weird the way he says it. It's just like, Jason!
I want to know everyone's
Jason!
names. We have Jason, we have Bree, we have Daryl.
We have
Greg.
We have...
I don't know who A White is.
Hey, it was like Aaron or something like that. What's your name again? A White?
Aaron
Sorry.
Carter.
Wasn't Aaron. It might have been Aaron. It starts with an A.
I love the name Aaron because I used to have a huge crush on Aaron Carter. And actually, my biggest crush ever was Nick Carter.
Is that frustrating for anyone else? It's frustrating for me.
Oh, why?
Just because of the whole like long-haired blonde thing was just.
I liked that. I will do
Aaron, I was right.
Aaron! I love the name Aaron. Is it Aaron Carter? Because if so, I'm going to meet you.
Or do you say that Aaron? Aaron? Is that
Hey,
Aaron?
that's racist.
Aaron.
That's racist. Oh, do you know what I wanted to discuss tonight? Oh my god. I wanted to discuss the sugarless gummy bears.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, wait. You say something, and I'm going to pull it up on here.
Alright, well, we found this on Amazon, actually. It was...
Andrew's mom actually found it.
Yeah, it was a big, bag of, over a pound of gummy bears being sold on Amazon, and it has a lot of user reviews for gummy bears, but the user reviews had, a lot of them had the same thing in common, which is a little weird, so I'll let Kristen go on this one.
Alright, let's see.
And Greg, yes, we know everything about you. After just one day.
No, I have to find it.
It's right there. You're on it right now, aren't you?
No.
Oh, well, she's never going to find it.
No, I have to. It's on your mom's Facebook.
Alright, well, then go to my mom's Facebook.
Okay. I'm going to find it, and it's really interesting.
But anyway, what do you guys want to talk about tonight?
Wait, before you get started, let me tell you.
You can interrupt at one point, but I want to hear what people want to talk about. It can be gaming related, but it doesn't have to be. So, is there anything either from last night that we talked about or new stories that have just come out recently that you guys would like to discuss? Let us know.
Here it is. I found it.
What kind of gummy bears is it, first of all?
Okay.
It's Haribo.
So it's a Haribo 5-pound bag of sugarless gummy bears. And these are reviews from Amazon. What are you studying in college? I actually graduated in 2010, and I'm an ultrasound tech, and I'm just studying to take another board. You can take 5 or 6 if you want to. It doesn't mean anything, but so I'm just taking an extra test for the fun of it. So anyway, these sugarless gummy bears. The sugarless gummy bears have a lot of funny reviews. Now, I can't read all of them because it's very long, but you could Google it and find it yourself. So here is one review. Words cannot express what happened to me after eating the gummy bears.
No, Greg tried to call us on Skype and it didn't work. I did get a message for it, though, Greg. Try one more time. It just wasn't alerting me.
If you are someone that can tolerate the sugar substitute, enjoy. If you are like the dozens of people that tried my order, run. They got a 5 for taste. But should I say, not long after eating about 20 of these, all hell broke loose. I had a gastrointestinal experience like nothing I've ever imagined. Cramps, sweating, bloating beyond my worst nightmare. I've had food poisoning from some bad shellfish, and that was almost like a skip in the park compared to what was going on inside of me. Then came the flatulence. Heavens to blah blah blah. The sounds like trumpets calling the demons back to hell. The stench like 1,000 rotten corpses vomited. I couldn't stand to stay in one room for fear of succumbing to my own odors. Keeps going. There's so many reviews that are just so funny. Lots of things about explosions. If you really hate people, it says to give them these gummy bears.
So, lesson is these gummy bears are causing people a
This
lot
was
of
my favorite.
intestinal problems.
This was my favorite. Be sure to also buy a tub of OxyClean with this to get the blood and diarrhea stains out of your underwear, clothes, furniture, pets, loved ones, and ceiling fans.
Hey, Cloud, welcome back, man. Glad to see you're on. You're exactly right. That's pretty funny. The NFC game is winding down, and suddenly our viewers are going up pretty quick now. We're up to 50 now. To anyone just joining us, this is a recap episode of the Level Up Show. We had a show last night. That was episode 8, where we talked about a lot of stuff. So we're here tonight to recap some of that stuff if you want us to. Dan Roth here wants to talk about Nintendo stocks, how they took a huge blow. Yeah, Dan, that was actually pretty wild. We talked about that last night. What was it? It dropped like $4 or $5 from 18 to 14 or 13 or something like that. And not only that, what was it? They put their projections down for their yearly sales from 9 million down to like 2.8, like less than a third of what they originally planned or expected for the year. It's unbelievable. Even Iwata now, it's a lot of this stuff is starting to come out now. Iwata just said that he pretty much admitted, yeah, we messed up. We misinterpreted the U.S. market and the trends. And and I said that last night. That was their biggest problem is with the Wii. the motion control was new and innovative, and a lot of people may not have liked it, but it was something that people hadn't really seen before, and it got a lot of people on for the novelty alone. With the Wii U gamepad, it's pretty much a tablet. Here we go, we got Greg.
We got Greg!
Greg, how you doing, man?
Gregory! Oh my god, it's Gregory!
Hey, man, how you doing? Not a lot. Let me see if you're not coming through the Bluetooth. I was hoping you would come through the Bluetooth, but you're not.
Do you see video?
I see video, yeah. I'm not going to put you on the stream now.
Unless he wants to.
It's up to you guys.
Hold him up.
Alright, let's see if I can get Greg.
There's Greg!
Gregory! On the screen, yeah!
I love it.
Yeah. So we got Greg here. Where are you from again, Greg? You're from New York, am I right?
Yes, I am.
New Island.
Long Island, New
Nice,
Island.
and you are a bartender.
Yes, I am.
That's awesome. I learned something today, that you can be 18 or above and you're a bartender.
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting.
My boss just told me I was allowed to do that, so.
Okay.
We won't tell.
We won't tell, don't worry. We're far enough away from you.
I know, you're like, oh, did you steal alcohol from your job and say you get drunk? And I'm like, yeah, but don't tell me.
Unless your boss is watching this right now.
I think we're safe.
Okay, good. Was there anything you want to talk about in specific tonight?
Do you want to hold him up?
What were we talking about before? You were playing Don't Starve. There was something I wanted to talk about with that.
I'm holding you up on the stream right now. You probably seen yourself and me, and it's probably a weird situation right now.
Oh, this is me hugging you.
What was that? Me what?
This is me hugging you.
She's hugging you right now on the stream.
No way, so I'm not going to see her.
It's really confusing right now. Sorry about that though. So yeah, is there any? Oh, you were talking about Don't Starve.
Yeah, Don't Starve. I haven't played it yet, but I haven't downloaded it to my console. I'm in a correct sandwich right now. Yeah, no, I haven't started yet, but I'm just looking into the trophy, seeing if those would be sent over to a trophy or whatever.
Yeah, they are to an extent because you get a trophy once you get to a certain day, pretty much. If you get to day 5, you get a trophy. If you get to day 10, you get a trophy. It's whatever you need to get to in order to unlock a new character, because that's pretty much all there is to the game. You die, you start over, but you get experience from how many days you were able to survive. So if you get far enough, you unlock new characters and then you get a trophy. It doesn't have a platinum. It's considered one of like the $15 games that doesn't have platinum. But they are relatively simple to get. So if you're a trophy whore, it sounds like you might be. Yeah, then you might want to go for Don't Starve.
I think you should hold him up.
I definitely just want to try just to play it.
Hey.
I have games
Hey.
that I haven't 100%.
Yeah.
I'm just looking to see how much time one of the things that was pushing me to play that game. I'm so angry because Assassin's Creed 4 glitched out on me and Ubisoft servers had one trophy left and it's not letting me get the fourth.
Really?
I'm so upset. This has never happened to me before.
Gregory.
Okay, that's something that's happened to a few people. Not with Assassin's Creed, but with other games, and that's just so frustrating. So there's no way you can platinum that?
Unless they patch the game, which I don't know if they're going to.
Wow, that is really frustrating.
I just poured in like 40 full hours, multiplayer, and all that stuff. I hear a speaker talking.
That is Bogey squeaking his toy.
Hey,
Yeah.
Jason, are you
It's Greg.
single?
It's Greg.
I meant Greg. Are you single?
Yes, I am.
Maybe
Greg is single. We'll
you
show him up
and
again.
you and Bree should get together.
There you go. This is Greg from New York, and he's single. There you go. He's got a basement. Awesome. All right, man. Thanks so much for calling.
Hi, bye.
See ya. Oh, that was fun. So we need to figure out how. I really need to get that through this
Get that
thing.
toy. Get that toy.
We need to get that through the speaker somehow.
Yeah. Well, we'll work on it. We'll work on it.
Yeah, like if I were to connect like a speaker into the headphone jack for this, I think it would work.
I think we should hook Bree up with Greg.
Yeah.
We love you too, Greg.
That worked out really well, Greg. Even with the video, the thing is, it's a little dangerous. Like Ghost was saying, to put people up on video on
But
there.
if we know who it is.
Yeah, but if we know who it is and you've added us beforehand, maybe we could actually start doing that and we could show people.
Like people that we know, because it comes up with their name, right?
Well, it's just a video unless I like tap it. So we'll have to make sure, yeah, it's not anyone's real name or anything like that. But that was fun.
We'll have to consult Greg on this.
Yeah.
Not Greg, I mean Ghost. His ghost said,
Welcome. I see a lot of people commenting now. Welcome, everyone's getting in here. Pitch Black, very good gamer, Glass Arrow. What kind of dog is that? He's asking, or she's asking.
It's a Cavapoo.
It's a Cavapoo, which is a mixture of a poodle and a Cavalier.
King Charles Cavalier.
King Charles Cavalier. He's 10 months old, I think, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that, Greg. Your Skype pick is him in Disney.
Oh, Greg
because
loves
you were
Disney.
conceived there, obviously.
Oh my God.
So that's very important to you. He's got like the goofy hat on and everything.
Oh, you should have showed me. We love Disney World. You can actually see in the
I
back.
might be able to show you through
Look,
this.
we have a little Mickey right there in the back that Andrew got for me. You see him?
Oh man, I can't. Here's Greg right there. Disney hat on.
That's so cute.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
How many megabytes or gigs do you need for streaming?
Okay, what I'm hearing is that it's all about upload speed. And I'm hearing that you should have at least 3 megabits per second if you want to have a decent upload speed. That's around what we have. And if you're having lag, that's probably because even now, even 3 megabits is maybe not the best. But I think we're probably around like 4 around there. So hopefully it's doing okay for you guys. I don't think the download speed really matters too much. We have like a 50 or 60 megabit download speed, so that's more than enough.
What is this show about? Good question, Andrew.
I will go on, yeah.
He has another squeaky toy.
I'll take that from him real quick before I say this. He's just going for all squeaky toys tonight.
He's
No
crazy.
No squeaky toys tonight. Let me
Here,
see.
chew on your bone.
Let's see. What does he have?
That's all he has. That's squeaky.
Here, chew on your bone. No squeaky toy for you.
Just stick it up there. We remove the pillows, the squeaky toys. We'll see what else he can eat.
50. I think you probably mean the reverse of that, Greg. I don't think anyone has a higher upload than download. So you probably have 50 down, 25 up, which is plenty. That you could easily stream. No problem. Okay, so what is the Level Up Show? So people are asking what the Level Up Show is. It is a gaming dedicated video cast. We had our episode 8 yesterday, and we talked about all the news from the week. We talked about NPD results. We talked about Nintendo's problems, what Iwata was saying. So that's typically what we do. We've been doing Saturdays and Sundays lately because Kristen and I like to go on and do a little bit of a recap and talk to you guys, let you guys get to know us, let us get to know you, as we just did with Greg, you probably saw, which was a lot of fun. We might continue doing that. Lifted Snakes 772 is asking about Watch Dogs. I'm really looking forward to Watch Dogs. Lifted Snake. I would have gone it at launch. I probably would have gone it instead of Assassin's Creed because this was the first Assassin's Creed that I played. Watch Dogs probably would have appealed to me a little more than that. Unfortunately, they delayed it, but it's coming out in the next couple months, I'm pretty sure. I don't think it has an official release date yet, but right now I think a lot of people, the hype has dwindled on that game, but I'm hoping once the PR push gets started and they put out some commercials and whatnot, the hype will just build right back up again because that was a really exciting game for a long time. I think they showed it a little too early. It was shown off the E3 before the next-gen consoles were even revealed. So I think that, and they were trying to be like, oh, this isn't for next-gen, this is a PC title, that's why it looks so good, and everyone was like, okay, this is clearly next-gen, we just haven't announced next-gen yet. So I think they announced it a little too early, hype dwindled, hopefully it'll build back up, and it'll be a great game sometime in the next couple months. Go ahead, sorry.
Is GTA 5 going to come out for PS4?
I think 99% yes, it's going to come. It'll come to PC and PS4 and Xbox One. They would be missing out on a huge market if they didn't do that. I don't think they're stupid. Rockstar is very smart. They're just waiting for the right moment. They're waiting until after all their DLC releases probably. They'll get everyone in on that DLC for PS3 and Xbox 360, and then they'll release the definitive Game of the Year edition for PC, Xbox One, and PS4 with all the DLC attached and better online now that they've worked it out by that point. So I bet by the end of this year, probably September at the latest, you'll see the Game of the Year edition of GTA 5 for next gen and PC. Glass Arrow is saying Outlast for PS4 is February's free PlayStation Plus Game of the Month. That is true, and I think that's really exciting. Don't Starve was January's, and I'm really enjoying that so far. It's a really great survival title. If you haven't touched it yet, please download that. It's a lot of fun. At least give it a shot. Outlast is a just straight hard title, which you don't get a lot of anymore. So hopefully that's a great game for February, and then hopefully Drive Club is March's Game of the Month for PlayStation Plus. I mean, if you look at their range of titles so far, they've had Resogun, Contrast, now they have Don't Starve, then they'll have Outlast, and then if they have Drive Club, That's an amazing first 5 games for PlayStation Plus for PS4. And on top of that, if you have a PS3, make sure to get Bioshock Infinite, Devil May Cry, Brothers. Those are all PlayStation Plus free games for PS3. And then there's even Vita ones as well. So they're giving away such great content on PlayStation Plus. Happy birthday to Jason's mom.
Woo!
Celtics.
Happy
Man.
birthday!
Happy birthday to your mom, Celtics fan.
And I am just going to give a very nice warning that if anyone who's inappropriate, you will be timed out or eventually banned by me.
She's got the ban hammer ready
Yes.
to go. Greg is our biggest fan.
And Dan Roth was too busy playing Persona yesterday to watch us.
Greg is getting a shirt made. Greg, if you get a shirt made, send one to us. We need shirts.
Or we can just come get it.
Or take part in our little contest that we announced last night. For people that don't know, last night we were saying that we really want to have a cool artistic logo created for us. Something. I'm sorry, what was it?
We are told to talk slower.
Talk slower? Okay, we'll talk slower. What we really would like to do is have a pixel art logo created. That would be really awesome. Do you even know what pixel art is?
Yes, I do.
It would be like Super Mario style, 16-bit of us. Of the 4 of us, Mike and Mark aren't here. But if we could have like a pixel art representation of us, very gaming oriented, with a level up show on it and all that kind of stuff, we would plaster that over everything that we do, and we would give you a prize, maybe like a free month of PlayStation Plus or one of our free games that we get. We get codes pretty often. I'm not going to tell you how, but so we could give one of those to you as well as a prize. We're also looking for intro music. What?
I wanted to say happy birthday to X Vintage. It's his or her 16th birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday. Was it X Vintage?
X Vintage.
Happy birthday, X Vintage.
And Greg wants to know our t-shirt size so his aunt can get us t-shirts made.
I would probably be a medium.
Well, we'll talk about that later, Greg.
Yeah. I probably would be a medium, Greg, if you want to know right now. But message us after the show and we'll talk about that kind of stuff.
What has Microsoft given for free on Xbox One?
There are games with gold for this month is Sleeping Dogs and Lara Croft Guardian of the Light, I think I'm pretty sure.
And Ghost says one-time free update, and that's it. Microsoft has given one time. I'm going to stop talking.
Microsoft has given X1 free updates, and that is it. I'm not sure. They're also giving away some games. I'm not sure if I'm misunderstanding, but they are giving away a couple of games here and there. They're not quite as good as the offering as PlayStation Plus. For instance, Sleeping Dogs and Lara Croft Guardian of the Light were given away 6 months to a year ago on PlayStation Plus. I also saw someone was asking about PlayStation Now and what I would pay for PlayStation Now. I think I would pay $15 to $20 a month. I think a lot of people are hearing that and are like, are you kidding me? Like, that's expensive. But to me, if they offer 3 to 5 rentals a month or something like that, that's, what is that? That's 36 to 60 games a year. If you add that all up, retail price, you're paying a lot more that way. So I think people need to get ready for a high price point for PlayStation Now. It's not going to be $8 a month like Netflix. We're not streaming just video here. It's a whole lot of data going back and forth. You're sending data back to their servers, the input, and then they're sending that back to you. There's just a lot of transfer going on. They have a lot of servers set up in order to handle the new load through Gaikai. So this is a huge undertaking for Sony that I'm not even sure they can handle. So the price, I don't think is going to be as low as some people are expecting.
Can I ask you another question?
Yeah. Is
NHL 14 going to come out for PS4?
I don't want to say for sure because I don't have a lot of knowledge on NHL. I would think it would. EA has released Madden and FIFA for next-gen consoles, so there's no reason they wouldn't do the other sports as well. NHL especially is another. It's a big one for them. It's not like I don't know. It's not like cricket or something. So I think NHL will definitely come to PS4 and Xbox One.
Raisingam would like to give a shout out to his girl Brittany.
Shout out to Brittany.
Brittany.
Pitch Black is asking how we get this much info. Easy. We just look it up. I'm on NeoGAF and IGN and Giant Bomb. I listen to podcasts all week. I'm very enthusiastic about gaming. I try to game as much as I can. I don't game as much as I would like, but I do.
You game a lot.
I don't game as much as a lot of people do on here.
Jeez. Well, because you're going to be married and
yeah.
a girl won't stay with you if you play games 24/7.
But I look up information a lot, just because I have a love for the industry in general. I like how exciting it is. The way the gaming industry works, it's so much different than movies or music or TV. There's just so much rumor and speculation and excitement and betrayal, and it's just it's an exciting industry, and that's why the journalistic side of it is also really exciting.
Yeah, he sits in bed with his iPad.
I do. It's true.
Kristen, I love your dress in Andrew's picture. Oh, thank you. That's really sweet. I guess that was the our engagement photo.
Yeah.
We did. We
When
had
is
them.
Dying Light releasing for PS4? I think it's still a good ways away, Angel Record. I would say closer to the end of the year, maybe September or later. I don't know for sure. I don't think an official release date has been announced. But if it looks anything like the VGX stuff, I think it still looks early. I wasn't very impressed with the VGX video for Dying Light. It just, the graphics didn't look next gen to me. The gameplay just looked like a cross hybrid of Mirror's Edge and Dead Island. It didn't look that interesting to me. I hope they improve it before launch. Hopefully that's a good 8 months away.
Andrew, how could someone contact you if they want to email you something? What's the best way?
If you want to contact me, why don't you put the email in there? It's thelevelupshow@gmail.com, but it's LVL.
Okay.
She's going to put my email, the Level Up Show's email, in the chat room here. And if you would like to make suggestions, if you would like to contact me about anything related to the show, please email to this address that she just put up right now.
Oh, I wish everyone could come to our wedding.
Yeah,
oh, ghosts? That would be epic.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish you could.
Unfortunately, we already have a lot of people coming to our wedding. I don't think we can handle much more.
Lake Tahoe. We'll see. We will see how many guests we have at the end. Maybe people can fly out.
Yeah.
Let's see what else. Are we playing? Yes, he will be playing The Last of Us on Valentine's Day because it will mean so much to him, and he loves Ellie, and I love Ellie.
Yes, I definitely will. Oh, yeah, Celtics fan, you're right. 100 viewers. We're above 100 viewers.
Woo!
Yeah, once we get above 100, we're always very excited. God, what was someone asking about? I'm sorry. There was a game question.
Do you know when Infamous Second Son comes out?
I'm pretty sure Infamous Second Son is in March. Let me double check that for you, but I'm pretty sure it's end of March. I'm really excited about it as well. If you haven't checked it out on IGN, there's a 10-minute off-screen gameplay demo. Check that out. It looks amazing. The gameplay for an open-world game, oh man, that game looks so good.
We can't turn the music off, unfortunately. I know it's so annoying, but it's just there for now.
You know what? Do you want to try and do a little test, though, and see what people think of it?
Yeah, but I don't like it.
Hold on one sec, guys.
Don't go anywhere. Can you hear me?
Alright, so what I'm going to do, there is a way to turn off the music, but it also dims the picture.
That red pillow is his. He can chew on that one.
It dims it a lot. So you need to go into My Alien Buddy, like we're doing right now. And then you need to go into Options. And you need to tilt the controller just enough that the picture goes away. Like that. So, everyone, it's dimmed right now, but it's silent. Tell us what you think. Do you like this better? That we're really dim and whatnot?
Ghost has a question.
Go ahead, Ghost. Hey, Andrew, if we all play ESO, which is Elder Scrolls Online, may I record us and put it on YouTube? Definitely, Ghost. We might do it ourselves, just because we're going to do everything we can to support this show. That's also the problem with doing this. Asobi goes down in the bottom left-hand corner there and bothers us. But we like to, it's too dark. Cloud thinks it's too dark. It is silent, though. Does everyone like that it's silent?
I know we have a lot of questions. When is the release date of Elder Scrolls Online? Too dark. Leave music on. Too dark.
Okay. I'm going to keep it like this for a second.
Rather see you. Oh, we're so pretty. No, it's okay. He can chew on this red pillow. That's his. I got it for him.
We bought that specifically for him to chew on, so he doesn't chew on the other pillows.
Yeah, he can chew on that.
I'm actually surprised that people are saying too dark. I thought people would really want to...
Greg likes the silence. Smooth music makes me want to die.
We might have to take a poll on this.
What if we hire these lights above us?
Yeah, why don't you turn them all the way up? Go ahead. Well, I'll do it. You have your laptop on your lap. I'll turn them...
Your laptop. It's a little better.
That's with the lights all the way up? Yeah, it makes us look all bright like up here though with the light right on.
I look like an angel from above.
See, I don't know how I feel about this. I'd rather see Pretty Andrew in brighter light. And it's too quiet. Well, we could put some music on. You guys want to hear some music?
I don't think they like it. I think they like the...
There's no settings, Lifted Snake. This is, I think, the only way to get silence right now. It's like a little workaround. It bothers me, too, that Asobi's down in the lower corner there, blocking us and stuff.
Yeah,
no, you can't turn music off in the settings yet.
Everyone needs to email... Email who? Twitch?
No, it would be Sony. This is Sony's the Playroom product. Go on like Twitter and tweet at like Yoshida or something, Shumei Yoshida, and say, take the music off Playroom, because...
Oh, Jason needs to see his family.
Okay, I think people are saying that they want it back.
Sorry, Greg. Greg hates it.
I'm sorry, Greg.
Hey, Tony. Tony!
Let me dim the lights again a little bit, though.
Now it's
That's a little too bright on my head. I don't like having that big glow on me.
Asobi is back. Hey, Star City. I have written Sony a strongly worded letter. That's better.
I think it's...
Oh, thanks, Bree. What is the Level Up Show? The Level Up Show is a gaming podcast. Tonight, however, I'm in the hot seat.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
Uh-oh.
He's getting excited. But yeah, the Level Up Show is typically a gaming-dedicated video cast. We did our 8th episode yesterday, Saturday. We usually come on lately on Sundays to just talk to you guys and let you get to know us and just have more of a conversation with you guys.
And there's more men on Saturdays.
Yeah, on Saturdays we also have 2 other people here. We have Mike and Mark.
We have a request for my Stephen Hawking. I don't have my glasses on today, though, so it's going to look stupid. Oh, should I do it without my glasses?
Should I get your glasses? Where are they?
All right, we'll get my glasses. They're in there.
In the bedroom?
Yeah. I'll do my Stephen Hawking impression. He's just getting my glasses. He just banged his shoulder on the... They're right up there. Thank you. No, I have my contacts in, so... This might not work. Let's see. They're not for you. All right.
Close the bedroom door.
My Stephen Hawking. No, I'm not going to look out of them. This is my Stephen Hawking.
This was a big hit yesterday for some reason.
What do you think of my Stephen Hawking? I feel like it was a little better yesterday.
It's because you were further away.
Yeah, it's because I was further away. Now I'm too up close. Whoa, X-Vintage. That's very heavy. I'm really sorry to hear that. That's really heavy.
Oh, wow. I'm sorry, Vintage. That's really sad.
I'm sorry, I just did a funny impression now.
Rookhelm. This show tonight is about us talking with you and getting to know you. But the Level Up Show, which is on Saturdays, but next week will be on Sunday, is a gaming-dedicated video cast where we talk about all the news from the week. Anything that happened, really. But we also do, like, a topic of the week. We talk about what we've been playing. We take calls from you guys. Let you guys talk about the news stories from the week.
They call me Six Chin Kristen.
Let's talk gaming. When is update 1.1? I wish I knew Star City, and hopefully when they do update 1.1, it'll add in MP3 playback support and DLNA and all that kind of stuff. I know it's coming pretty soon. I really would be surprised if they didn't update this month at all. I think they'll probably do like an update a month. Are you like moderating at all?
I'm moderating, yes. Was there anything else?
They are nerds, but they're my nerds, says Greg.
Oh, thanks, Greg.
That is awesome. If you want to watch our official show, episode 9 of the Level Up Show, next week it'll be on Sunday at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. And like I said, we'll talk about all the gaming news from that week.
Is there an update soon for the PS4?
Yeah, Sony hasn't updated in what? I think it's been over a month at least. It's been like a month and a half. There needs to be more updates. They need to get this MP3 stuff in there and DLNA and the better Blu-ray support. There's a lot they need to do with the interface as well. It's still early. Hopefully this improves a lot. They need to improve this. Like we were just saying, get rid of the damn music. We don't want this music up here. A lot of people are using the Playroom for talk shows and whatnot now. Sony should realize that this is really taking off and take advantage of it and get rid of the music and make this a better platform for this kind of thing.
Question, what is your laptop size?
For this one?
Yeah, what is this laptop?
That's a 17.3 inch screen. 1920 by 1080.
What do you think of the new Lara Croft?
I'm really, really impressed with the new model for the Tomb Raider Definitive version. They actually tweaked her facial model a little bit. It's not just that they up-resed it and added more polygons. They definitely did a little something with her face. I like it though. I like what they did. It looks more realistic. It fits better with the better graphics. It obviously has more polygons. It's smoother looking. The hair with the Tresax, I think it's called Tresax, engine to make each hair look like it's moving individually. It's very impressive. It's a big upgrade from PS3 and Xbox 360. So if you haven't played Tomb Raider last gen, definitely pick it up for $60. I think it comes out January 28th, I want to say. It's at the end of this month, and it looks really great.
So the first time we did this, I played a trivia game. I don't know, should we do maybe like one trivia question? And the winner will get a shout out?
If you want, I think I'm going to try and get someone to call again.
Okay, well, we'll do something important. Yeah, that is a big clock. We like it, though.
Could you put it in there real quick? Our Skype is the Level Up Show, spelled exactly how it sounds. We would like to do another call, if anyone is willing. We had Greg call in about half an hour ago.
And he showed us his face.
You don't have to show your face. You don't have to do a video call. It could just be an audio call. Especially if you are trying to share something inappropriate. We don't really want to see that. Yeah, please, do an audio call for us.
Oh my god. You need to say about the person who called and left us like 25 voicemails last night.
This is why we're a little worried about the whole phone thing. So after our show last night, I went on and I checked my Google Voice to see all the voicemails. There was 40 or so voicemails, and like over 30 of them were all from the same person. And every single one of them was an entirely different, elaborate hoax. Like a
Mexican voice.
Or Russian, or British, or like down south, like
Texas,
like a Texas, like a southern accent. He was doing all these different accents and all these different characters and playing these elaborate pranks by voicemail. Something that we might have never even heard if I didn't choose to listen to these. This guy spent all night. It creeped me out.
Yeah, it was funny. It was a little funny.
It was funny for like the first 3, and then when it got to 10 and 15 and 20 and 30, I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
This guy left voicemails all night for an hour and a half, 2 hours.
That's crazy.
That was dedication in a bad way.
Yeah.
So that was pretty creepy. If that guy's watching right now,
he's from Millbrook, Pennsylvania.
You're creepy, dude. You're
from Millbrook, Pennsylvania.
You creep me out. If that was your goal, you accomplished it for sure. That was really creepy.
I want to give a shout out to Britain. I'm sorry, not Britain. Brazil.
Oh.
Brazil.
I don't know how Brazilian people talk.
Brazil. I don't know. I don't know, but it's probably better than us.
Did you put the Skype in?
I did. Here's our Skype.
Yeah, if anyone wants to add us on Skype and call us right now, again, it's the Level Up Show. We would like to take an audio call from someone. It could be video too, if you want to be appropriate.
But
and if you feel okay showing your face.
Want a kiss from Colombia. What is the reason for this? It's fun. He likes games. I like to sit here with him and support him. So we have fun.
For PlayStation 4, Steve, I don't think there is another game of the month. I think Don't Starve is January's game for the entire month. There might be some discounts, but I think you might be getting Devil May Cry pretty soon on PlayStation 3, or it might be Brothers next week. I don't know for sure. I could probably look it up for you if you really want me to, but then you could do that as well. Just go on Google.
Farron22, thanks for watching. I hope that you follow us on Twitter. Yeah. Hello, United Kingdom.
Yeah, everyone, please follow us on Twitter and Twitch and Facebook and levelupshow.blogspot. Our blog is for articles and editorials and reviews and Let's Play. You can add us on PSN at the bottom. Mike isn't here tonight. He's our other host. He's on the official episodes. Episode 9 will be next Sunday at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. Beastly, I don't know what to talk about if we Skyped. Beastly, we can talk about games if you want. We can talk about what you've been playing. We can talk about anything you want, really.
Highlights from yesterday. Oh, you know what you should ask them? What their wishes for the new generation.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to call about a topic, our topic of the week yesterday was wishes, hopes, dreams for this generation. And we don't care how unrealistic you go. Like last night I was talking about Nintendo becoming third party and only making games for PlayStation and Microsoft. I talked about the Chrono series coming back, Chrono Trigger, Chrono Cross. I talked about a Final Fantasy VII remake. I talked about the return of Crash Bandicoot to Sony. These are all...
Oh my god, he ripped the pillow open! And he's eating all the fluff. Oh, this dog, man.
He's going nuts. It took him a while to do that. He finally did it, though. He finally ripped open the pillow.
Hi.
Why did PS4 start with such a small and limited lineup? Well, I think Watch Dogs was one of the reasons. Watch Dogs was expected, Drive Club was expected as launch titles for PlayStation 4, and they both got pushed back. I mean, I don't think it's a big deal, unless you have a problem playing some of these smaller indie titles like Resogun and Contrast and Don't Starve and Outlast next month. I think there's plenty to play. When you consider all the third-party and first-party support, you've got Knack, you've got Assassin's Creed, you've got Killzone, you've got Call of Duty, you've got Battlefield, you've got Don't Starve Resogun, you've got even some PS3 ports over, you've got Flower,
Texas.
which is a great game if you haven't played it. I mean, there's a lot to play on PlayStation 4 if you're looking for it. DC Universe Online if you're looking for something like that.
People want a phone number, but do you want to open the phone lines or do you want to do Skype?
All right. I mean, if people don't want to do Skype, you can still do Skype. I'll keep it to my side. I think it's dead. That's the problem.
Oh. I just want to also mention one more time that I am moderating this chat, trying my best. So please keep it clean.
PlayStation Now should get rid of Twitch and Ustream. I don't see how that'll happen. PlayStation Now is a streaming service for games, not for like stuff like this. This is kind of an entirely different thing. I could see this eventually moving to YouTube and whatnot.
This show mostly airs on the weekends.
Yeah.
You can.
Next Sunday at 9:30, we'll be doing our episode 9 of the Level Up show. From now on, we're probably not going to do a Andrew and Kristen Level Up show on Sundays. We've been doing 2 days a week, but we're going to start moving to just 1 day a week. We're going to be doing Sundays at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time from now on, and we're going to be doing our official Level Up show where we talk news and what we've been playing and topic of the week.
What's your
Firewalker wants to know my thoughts on the VR. It's the future, I guess you could say. It's going to be the first big revolution in gaming in a long time since the move to 3D, in my opinion. And I'm really excited for it, but I'm a little worried at the same time that it's not going to be this generation. I hear from rumors that Sony has been working on VR for 5 or more years, and they're just waiting for the right moment to release it. I don't think now is the right time, or they probably would have tried to incorporate it into the nature of the PS4 instead of having it as a peripheral that they'll release later. There's still a possibility for that. They might do the Kinect thing where they kind of release their half-assed version of virtual reality at the middle to latter end of this generation, and then with the PS5, virtual reality is... We got a Skype call. Hey, how you doing? You're on the Level Up show. You're
Level
live.
Up! Hi!
Let me see if I can turn this volume up. It's really low. I guess that's as loud as it goes. Go ahead. Your name's Ed?
Yeah, I'm from the UK.
Nice.
Oh, we have Ed from the UK.
From the UK. What do you want to talk about, Ed?
I was just wondering if you think that they're going to introduce when your friends come online if it pops up in the top corner itself.
Yeah, I mean, isn't that an obvious thing that they, for some reason, got rid of? It's really confusing. That's one of those weird things that happened that I don't really understand. It's a real simple thing. Maybe they thought that it was a little bit, like, overwhelming and people didn't want to see friends popping up all the time now that you can have 2,000 friends. But they should just give you the option to turn that off. Like, have, like, a whole list of notifications and whatnot. Have... Yeah, exactly. It just have like a little checkbox thing where you can say like, I don't want friends popping online to show up. I don't want trophies to show up, but I do want this to show up. Just give us the option to turn it off, but at least put it there for people to choose. Yeah. So I have a feeling that that's going to come in like the next update, whatever that is. I'm hoping by the end of this month, but there's no official word on it yet. Yeah. But
Warframe. I think that's probably the best thing they've actually added for free.
Yeah, really, because I haven't played it yet. I'm kind of hearing mixed things about it. What do you think?
It's immense.
Yeah?
Probably the best free game I've played in a long time.
Really? Wow. Now, I've heard it's kind of a little complex. Wow, okay. If you want to hear, Ed is saying get Warframe. It's the best free game on PlayStation right now, which is saying a lot because Resogun and Don't Starve are amazing on their own. So, Yeah, Warframe. Ed says get Warframe.
And Ed has a really nice accent.
Yeah.
I really like it.
Kristen likes your accent. Thanks for calling, man.
No problem, anytime.
All right, see ya.
Have a good one.
And you,
Bye.
bye.
I'm sorry, but I love accents. I love British
That was cool.
accents. That's really cool.
I'm enjoying the Skype calling because it's so much clearer than the phone. I just need to figure out how we can get it showing up on a speaker so you guys can hear a little better. We'll definitely work on that for next Sunday's show. And we might move strictly to Skype just because it kind of cuts down on the overwhelming amount of calls that we get, a lot of them pranks. We're hoping with the barrier that Skype creates, we might get a little bit more of like legitimate callers trying to talk about games with us. So yeah, again, Warframe. I haven't played it yet, but Ed says it's the best free game you can get on PlayStation. So maybe you should try that out.
Ed from the UK. That was nice that he called.
Yeah, thank you so much for calling, Ed. Anyone else? Again, if you want to call, go ahead. The Level Up Show. That's the username on Skype. Anyone is welcome to call right now. And then at the same time, please add us on all of these avenues because we update this all the time with our topic of the week, with letting people suggest a topic of the week.
And we do have a YouTube, but I have to take him out to use the bathroom.
Yeah, why don't you give me that for a second? I'll put some information here. The one thing we forgot to put up on this sign, we should have put it up, is our YouTube because.
No, there's not the protege.
Let's see. It's mirrored, so it makes it difficult. Guys, if you want to check out our YouTube, please go here. I'm going to type it in the chat room right now. There you go. So that's our YouTube right there. That's the one thing that we kind of don't have on here. And also, if you want to make suggestions about the show, you can email us at thelevelupshow@gmail.com. There you go. It should be coming up on the chat any second now. There you go. So what else do people want to talk about here? MC Burrow is too drunk to Skype right now, but anyone else is allowed. Again, our Skype name is The Level Up Show. I'll put Skype next to it just to let people know. There you go. That's our Skype. I've got the iPad here ready to go if people want to Skype. Next week, hopefully we'll have a nice speaker attached to this so we can project it towards you guys and have a nice caller show going next Sunday. Suggestions like what, says Warrior in White. What do you like? Do you want us to incorporate new segments into the show? Right now, when we have our official show on Sundays from now on, it's going to start with a weekly update where we talk about all the big news stories throughout the week. And the real big news stories we'll take calls on. But then from there, we're going to go into what we've been playing. Me and Mike specifically will talk about what we've been playing. After that, we usually do Blast from the Past, which is where we talk about just any nostalgic game from like TurboGrafx and Super Nintendo and Genesis. We do like a kind of like a callback and we talk about our nostalgic feelings about a game from the past. After that, we have What Really Mashing My Joysticks, which is a rant segment where either me or Mike just kind of go off on something that's really been bothering us in the industry or with a certain game in specific. And then after that, we finally move into our topic of the week, which is something that we can especially take suggestions on. If someone wants to suggest, that we talk about our predictions for E3 2014, or to talk about microtransactions, or our favorite games from last year, these could all be topic of the week topics that you could suggest to us for next week's episode, which will be again Sunday at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. Goku Lookalike is asking, what's the next big RPG release date for PS4? God, there isn't much, to be honest with you. There's not a lot of RPG talk right now. We know about Final Fantasy 15. We know about Kingdom Hearts 3. We know about The Witcher. The Witcher is going to be big, but again, I don't think it has an official release date. Dark Souls is coming to PS3 and Xbox 360. That's going to be a big deal. Let's see, what else do we got? We've got Elder Scrolls Online coming soon. If you want to consider Destiny an RPG, that's coming at the end of the year. Chamarky 24, Infamous will be $65. I don't think so unless you're incorporating tax. I'm pretty sure still all next-gen titles are $60. I could be wrong on that. What's wrong? What else do we got? Final Fantasy 15 says H135. Yeah, I'm really excited for Final Fantasy 15. I waited 7 years for Versus 13. It never came. Finally, we're getting it with Final Fantasy 15. I'm really, really excited. Blue Ignosis says Destiny looks awesome. Yeah, it really does. That's not a game I would typically look forward to, but that kind of single player merged with multiplayer, being able to really collaborate with your friends, especially with all of this social connectivity that we're having now through Twitch and Ustream and whatnot, that could be a really awesome game to play.
I'm currently mad at the dog.
Did he hit you or bite you? Or...
No, he's a pain in the butt. I try and take him outside to go to the bathroom, and I'm trying to catch him, and he smashes his skull into my knee.
He's got a hard skull.
Literally, I feel like my knee is on fire.
Dogs have hard skulls in general.
Oh my god.
Sorry about that.
That's alright.
Trotanium, yes, the images are reversed. It's just that we took that into account, and we actually reversed these images to account for that so that you guys can read them. But yeah, everything's reversed. That's why the clock is wrong. What are your thoughts regarding what is happening to Nintendo? I think this is a wake-up call for them if they haven't had it already. But I think it's too far gone. It's too late for Nintendo to come back from this. I think Zelda and Smash Brothers could make a difference, but it's unlikely at this point. It's just their confusion that they put out there for their brand is too strong now. People don't know what the Wii U is. We do, obviously, because we're into this industry. We know what the Wii U is. We know about the Wii U gamepad. But the general public, a lot of them are looking at the Wii U as a peripheral upgrade to the Wii, and that's affecting them greatly. There's been a lot of lag as far as new game releases from Nintendo, not new IPs, but their classic IPs. Zelda, Metroid, Star Fox, even Smash Brothers and Mario Kart aren't out yet. This is a year and a half now. Zeke Knight is asking how many days I've survived and don't starve. I'm up to 38 now, Zeke. Going back to Nintendo, I think that they need to kind of do a refresh. That doesn't necessarily mean do an entirely new console, but almost do like a relaunch of the Wii U. Call it like the Super Wii or something. Go back and go back to nostalgia with like the Super Nintendo. Maybe just try and rename it to an obvious name that speaks. This is a new console. This is an upgrade. This is a new console, and something entirely original that you can't play your Wii games or you can't play Wii U games on Wii. We want to speak that to you in a clear way because they're not doing it right now. But more so than that, they need to get back to third-party support, and it's just again, it's too late for that because the third parties abandoned Nintendo so quickly. It doesn't take much. All it takes is that first 6 months, and third parties not doing well, and then they abandon. You know, they tried with Batman Arkham City and Mass Effect 3 and whatnot, but the problem was those were ports, and people already played them. So when they came out for Wii U, they didn't sell well, and then EA and Ubisoft and whoever else are Rocksteady with Arkham City, they were like, okay, we're not going to sell well on Wii U. Only the first party is going to sell well. Abandoned ship. It happens every generation. That's why one of my wishes last night was Nintendo going third party. I don't really see any benefit from Nintendo being a console developer. Like they're sometimes innovative. They were with motion control. I don't think the Wii U gamepad is that innovative. But the thing is, people like Nintendo for their first party titles. Their online is always lagging behind. Their graphics are always lagging behind. Just become a third party developer for Sony and Microsoft, and we will love every game you release. We got a call from Felix. Hey Felix, you're on the Level Up Show. How you doing?
Good.
What do you want to talk about tonight, man?
I was just wondering if you knew the release date for you coming out of the closet.
Sorry, not taking it.
So we're just gonna ignore that, but
Call from Mike.
I actually had to time someone out for being annoying.
Hey Mike, what's going on?
What? We're taking phone calls during the show?
Who banned you? Oh, man, that's because you were being annoying.
Was this Corey?
No, it's Mike. Hold on, Mike, I'm getting calls. Hold on. You might have to unban Mike.
What's Mike's username?
I don't know. Hey, Jacob. You are live on the Level Up Show. How you doing?
Good.
What do you want to talk about tonight? Never mind.
So did I don't know. I timed someone out who was being annoying because he kept saying his name was Corey, and everyone was like, "Shut up."
Oh, well, that's probably Mike acting like he's someone named Corey.
That was I timed him out. I didn't ban him.
He's not banned, yeah, Mike. You're not banned. You're timed out for 10 minutes.
Wait, is Mike the Corey person?
Yeah, you can unban him. Just you do.
No, he has to stop saying his name's Corey. He didn't contribute. Because people were like, "What the heck? Shut up, Corey!" Because it's annoying. He kept saying, "My name's Corey. My name's Corey."
Maybe that was Mike. Maybe it wasn't. I'm not sure.
Well, ask
that puppy
him.
is beautiful.
Ask him.
Someone really likes Bogey. The puppy's name is Bogey.
What is Mike's thing on here?
I don't know. He must have just created a name. Wow, we just had a big jump to 198. Welcome to anyone who just came in. We are the Level Up Show, and we are a gaming dedicated video cast. Tonight we're really just talking about anything you guys want to talk about. So, Ghost Games. DayZ would come out on consoles, but not for a while. Yeah, I think DayZ will come to consoles. I think it's probably a long ways off. I mean, I think they said DayZ is still like a year off from its full like retail release. They're going to be in beta for a really long time. So yeah, don't expect that on PS4 anytime soon. But I think when it does eventually come, it'll be for everything. Here's Mike.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Mike.
Hey,
This is Mike, our other co-host.
What's your name on Twitch so she can unban you?
classy douchebag. We went over this the other day.
Classy douchebag.
Who's classy? Did I ban you?
Yeah, you didn't ban me. You just freaking put me in timeout.
What did you say?
What did you say that made Kristen time you out?
Where is that sexy fucker from last night?
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, I would ban that.
Yeah, she just said I would ban that.
I would ban that.
Sorry, dude. You gotta wait 10 minutes.
How do I unblock them?
I don't know how to untime out. I know how to unban. Try doing /unban and then classy douchebag.
/unban classy.
No, you gotta put a space there between unban and classy.
No, he's banned for 10 minutes.
She thinks it's too difficult. This is too tough for her, Mike.
We'll see you soon, Mike.
Yeah, you'll be back in 5 minutes. Don't worry about it.
There is an echo in this.
Nope, there's an echo?
Yeah, everybody was right. I was watching on 3 different things. So.
Okay, you sound fine to me.
Even Ghost thought it was a troll. Ghost says, "Sorry, Mike, I said something rude to you. Thought you were a troll."
Alright, Mike, we'll see you.
Andrew, have you heard of H Hour?
Have I heard of each hour? No, actually I haven't. What is, or maybe he's talking about, he's more specific. What's each hour? I think I might know what you're talking about, but I'm not for sure. Hawk549, which is Bob. Welcome, Bob.
You can call in.
What did Hawk say?
Hawk.
How
How
about
about
the-
the Last of Us redo rumor for PS4?
Yeah, I mean, again, this is just rumor and speculation, but I think it's just more hopes. People want so badly for Last of Us to come to PS4, so they're just bombarding Naughty Dog with requests and questions and whatnot. And actually, what Naughty Dog said right now is pretty much a definitive no. And the reason for that is not because it might not come. They said that they're still thinking about it with a winky face, which kind of is like, oh yeah, they're doing it. But they say right now that they're still trying to get their Uncharted 4 engine perfect on PS4, which tells me that it's a long ways off. Uncharted is a long ways off, and if Last of Us is coming to PS4, that's probably a long ways off as well. Damn. What's
Be
that?
nice, people. My first favorite game was Super Nintendo Mario.
Which one was it, though?
I loved all the Marios. I loved Mario 3, Mario 1, the Lost Levels. I say the princess in 2 out of the 3.
Crazy Good Gamer, shout out to you, man. Yeah, thank you for congratulating us on 200
I probably
plus
shouldn't have
viewers.
done that. I went like this.
That's Johnny Depp from Johnny Depp. Is Skype coming to PS4 like the PS Vita? Yeah, I would think so. A lot of people are like, Microsoft owns Skype, why would it come to PS4? But yeah, like it came to Vita, why would it come to PS4? And Microsoft has even come out and said they're not gonna try and hold it back from certain companies. They want Skype everywhere it can go. That was kind of like when Twitch was announced. A lot of people were like, oh, it's only going to come to Microsoft. It's only going to come to Microsoft. And then the Twitch CEO or whatever came on NeoGAF, and he's like, no way. Like, we want Twitch everywhere we can get it. It benefits these people, unless they have a huge buyout, it benefits them to release their software everywhere they can.
How do you call in? Should we actually do... Oh, that's dead. Right now you can Skype us because the other thing we have is dead. At
At the Level Up Show.
Level Up Show.
Spelled exactly how it sounds.
And how do you follow us? Boom, right here.
Right here, if you want to follow us. There's a lot of avenues for us to follow, and we'll update you with our schedule and any other information, our topic of the week.
Andrew,
You can suggest things to us.
what do you think of Basement Crawl?
Basement Crawl?
Is that a joke? It's from Celtics fan. Andrew, what do you think of Basement Crawl?
I'm not sure what that is, Celtics fan. Why don't you tell me what Basement Crawl is?
Is that Anne Hathaway? Why, thank you.
Yeah, that's a compliment.
I'd love to contact the two of you. I work for Total Game Magazine.
Okay, I've heard of Total Game. If you want to contact us, it's thelevelupshow@gmail.com. Did you type that in?
It's LVL.
LVL, yeah. Anyone who wants to email us with something longer than a 150-character tweet, please email us at the Level Up Show. You can make anything you want, like a big suggestion, or if you want to contact us for any reason, please email us. Drive Club free with PlayStation Plus. I hope it still is, but that's not a for sure thing. It was free when it was going to be a launch title, but they delayed it, and for good reason. It looks unbelievable now. They really are updating the graphics in a great way, but we don't know right now if it's going to still be a PlayStation Plus free title. I really hope so, because that would be an amazing launch to PlayStation Plus on PS4. You would have Resogun, Contrast, Don't Starve, Outlast, and then Drive Club. That would be huge. Go ahead.
We have someone here who works for IGN. Shout out to IGN.
Wow, that's unbelievable. I'm on IGN all the time. You know that.
Oh my god, he's laying in bed like this on IGN.
Yeah.
I swear.
IGN and NeoGAF are pretty much my
We're
life.
at the mall driving the car.
Anything I know really is because of IGN and NeoGAF. I'm not like an insider or anything like that. I love the industry and I love talking about it.
You got into it when you were 4.
Well, not the industry itself, but my
Playing
first
games.
console was TurboGrafx 16 when I was 4 years old. Yeah.
We'll fix the light. Nah, who cares about the light? Hey, be nice, praises.
That's a little too harsh.
Timeout.
Yeah, timeout. That's pretty harsh. That's really harsh, actually.
Is there a game called Beyond?
Yeah, there is a game called
We
Beyond.
got 2 Beyonds, exclamations.
Also, there's a podcast on IGN called Beyond, which is my favorite podcast. If the guy from IGN is a part of the PlayStation team, Beyond, because that's my favorite PlayStation podcast by far. That's my favorite podcast in general. I listen to that every week.
Thank you. We look forward to your email, Sergeant Suave. We really do.
Oh man, I got lost on one of the questions there.
What was your question? Have we talked about Destiny? Someone, Mrs. Anthony, will tell him you were asking about him.
Well, I'll talk about the Final Fantasy VII Remake as a hope and dream, because that's what we were doing for our topic of the week yesterday, unrealistic expectations and hopes and dreams. Final Fantasy VII Remake is something that's been running in my head for 10 years. I keep imagining what I would do with that game, how I would bring it into the next gen, and that just keeps becoming further and further along as we go into new gens. But when I look at it now, I listen to the orchestral score to that game, and I just imagine they've already done so much of the work. They have all of that original music pretty much in orchestral form now, and just beautiful songs. The Overworld theme specifically, I listen to that, and I just imagine this grand 2-scale overworld where you leave Midgard for the first time and you see the mountains in the distance, and say you go through a passage in the mountain, and suddenly chocobos run by and the sun is rising, and you see Chocobo Farm over to your right, and you see Calm in the distance, and just the music blasting and whatnot, and all the enemies being on the field. And once you get to Calm, you don't have a load screen. You just walk into Calm. You open the door to a shop and you walk into it. Tifa and Barrett are behind you, and they walk in behind you, and they go look at items on the wall as you walk in, as Cloud goes up to the main desk and buys something. This is what I look at Final Fantasy VII Remake being.
How excited he is!
It's just I dream about this, literally, because that was my first RPG, JRPG, and since then I went back and I played all the Final Fantasies. I played the Chrono series, Xenogears, Xenosaga, now I'm in Persona and whatnot. I love JRPGs. There's not enough of them anymore. Ni no Kuni was one of my favorite games of last year because it went back to the roots of what makes a JRPG. But yeah, Final Fantasy VII Remake, when they finally do it, and it'll probably be when they're in Hail Mary situation and Square Enix is on their last leg and they need something to really bring back the faith. They'll probably do a Final Fantasy VII Remake, and I hope they contact me because I've got a lot of really great ideas.
Thanks, Scotty. I just want to say that our other co-host, is actually on the stream right now. His name is Classy Douchebag, who we thought was a troll, but he's back. And if you have any questions and we can't answer them, Classy Douchebag will answer them. He usually sits right here. I am taking his
If
spot.
you're wondering why he named himself that, it's because most people think Mike is an asshole. But
Yeah.
the thing is, he might be an asshole, but for some reason he's still all of our friend. You know, he's our friend. No matter how much of an asshole he is, we love Mike. Because
Yeah, Mike's nice.
he's a classy asshole.
And
He's
he-
a classy
And he
dude.
has a cute little daughter, and she's so sweet.
Yeah.
And he's a good dad.
And he knows
so.
a lot about games. He really does. So he's a great co-host. He'll be here next Sunday at 9:30 Eastern Standard
But
Time.
he is on the chat right now as Classy Douchebag.
Yeah. We have to keep saying that.
I don't like to say that, but he couldn't pick a normal name. Andrew,
Hence you are. He's asking about Kingdom Hearts
I was
3.
going to ask about that.
Um,
Ed! I think that's Ed from UK.
Mike can speak to this too, because E3 last year, Tetsuya Nomura comes out and he shows off Final Fantasy Versus 13. The logo comes up, it explodes, it becomes Final Fantasy 15. Me and Mike are like, hell yeah. And then all of a sudden Tetsuya Nomura comes back and he's like, oh, but we've got one more thing. And me and Mike looked at each other, and Mike goes like this and bites his fist because we knew what was coming. And then we heard Hikari, the main title theme to Kingdom Hearts, done by Yoko Shimomura, and we were just like, holy shit, it's happening, Kingdom Hearts 3. And the fact that they even showed even an inkling of gameplay, we just were like, oh my god, I can't believe that they have an engine created. They're working on this. This is in production. We were so excited. And Kingdom Hearts is one of those games. Yeah, we started it when we were young. The first one came out in 2003 or something. So I was 15 years old. But even now, Disney is something that the magic has never gone.
And tell them how you proposed.
Yes, I proposed to Kristen in Disney World. In front of the castle with the fireworks going. Disney never loses its magic. It never does.
Look at our little Mickey.
And now with Disney owning Marvel and Pixar and Marvel now with the Star Wars, and now Disney owns Star Wars, there's so much potential for amazing worlds for them to put in Kingdom Hearts 3. My favorite Kingdom Hearts world. Damn, what am I going to say here? It probably would be from Kingdom Hearts 2. Man, God, I like the Beauty and the Beast world.
Ooh, me too.
I really like the Tron world. I thought that was interesting. The Pirates of the Caribbean world. That's the thing. I kind of like when Kingdom Hearts goes in directions that are kind of unusual. Like, I would love to see a Marvel world and a Star Wars world because they're not typical to Disney. Like Alice in Wonderland and Tarzan and Aladdin, those are all good and all, and it's nice to see those classic, if you want to call them IPs, I don't know, brought to life in a game. But when they do something really weird like Tron and Pirates of the Caribbean and maybe like Toy Story or something, that kind of gets me a little more excited. So I hope they do something like that with Kingdom Hearts 3.
What was your first game?
My first game ever was Bonk's Adventure for TurboGrafx 16, which I'm sure a lot of people don't even know what that is. What?
That's from Home Improvement.
Yeah, it is. TurboGrafx 16 released in the 16-bit era along with Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis, but it got killed. It didn't last very long. But it had a lot of great games. Keith Courage was one I talked about yesterday. Alien Crush and God, what was the other big ones? They had like a really cool Pac-Man game and a Jackie Chan game. There was stuff on that I really enjoyed at the time.
A lot of people like Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts. Well, yeah, I mean, it was such a cool thing at the time to have this cross, what do you want to call it, like this hybrid of a classic developer like Squaresoft at the time, like the good old Squaresoft of old, and then to take in Disney with so much to offer. It was a big deal at the time, and it was really exciting.
Okay, we have someone who really wants to talk about, here, let me find it. It was Z-Bone, The Division.
The Division is probably not coming out this year. I'll say that right now. There was talk with a developer. It was kind of a rumor, it was kind of a leak, where he said that he has no idea why Ubisoft is even implying that it could come out this year, because all they have is the engine, which granted it looks really impressive. They showed it off at VGX, and the weather shader stuff was really interesting, and the disruption, the way the tires kind of explode and the car bounces on a suspension. But everything about that game looks really, really impressive, but there's nothing else besides that. What the guy was saying is they haven't really worked on the single-player story campaign at all yet. It's a long ways off. We probably will not see that till next year.
Oh, someone says you have nice biceps.
Thank you. I'll take it. What was I going to say? But yeah, look forward to Watch Dogs from Ubisoft right now, and probably 2 different Assassin's Creeds at the end of the year. I think they're probably going to do a last-gen Assassin's Creed as well as a new-gen Assassin's Creed, because you're going to see that, I think, a lot, actually. You're going to see a lot of developers wanting to appeal to the huge 150 million install base between Xbox 360 and PS3. They want to still release something to that audience, but then they're also going to want to devote a team to next gen so they can show impressive graphics and not look like an inferior developer compared to some of the other ones at the end of this year. So you'll probably see 2 different Assassin's Creeds. The Order, Row 1. Yeah, man. The Order looks unbelievable, doesn't it? And this is Ready at Dawn's first game for a standalone console. They've done so well on the PSP with Siphon Filter, I think Siphon Filter, and also God of War. Some of their God of War PSP games are actually considered some of the best God of War games. So they've really proved themselves to Sony. And I like this about Sony is they kind of give these little guys their shot, and then they're like, okay, here you go. Here's your chance. We're going to team you up with Sony Santa Monica. Why don't you do your best? And I think The Order is going to be kind of like Uncharted and a really strong linear story campaign. We
have a lot of questions about Dead Space.
I think it kind of went in a bad direction. Dead Space 3 was one of the big disappointments of last year for a lot of lists as far as like IGN goes and Giant Bomb and other ones. They went in the wrong direction. It's a survival horror game. Stick to that. That's what made it so exciting, especially the first one. There's not enough of that anymore. Last of Us is kind of survival action, which was also a nice approach. But go back to the roots of that series. Go back to the horror elements. Stick away from the action a little bit, and I think they'll do fine. I think they'll continue with it. There's no reason for them to stop that series. I think it kind of broke even with the third one. It didn't do near as well as the first and second. But I don't think they should call it quits. Go ahead.
Finstar, if you feel like you missed out, we are recording this and we'll put it on YouTube. What else are you putting it on?
I forgot to record it.
Okay, we're not recording it.
I'm recording the podcast, though.
We will put the podcast on.
Yeah, we'll put the podcast up. I'm sorry, I forgot to set the video recording. We could do a 15-minute recording again, but I think we'll just put up the audio.
Audio is good. You can listen to it in the car, in the bathroom, anywhere you want.
We have the audio up from last night, but we'll also put the audio up from tonight's show.
And I have a very important question from Steel City Sniper 66.
Wow.
I don't know if I'm going to say this right. Second Informed Toddy? Second Informed Toddy. Do you think it will happen, Drew?
I have no idea what that means.
I told him I'd ask. Second Informed Toddy?
March 11th, Titanfall or Dark Souls 2? Well, the thing about that is I don't own an Xbox One, and I'm kind of devoted more to PS4 now than PS3. I didn't play Dark Souls. I didn't even really play Demon Souls that much. I know you can really get on me about that. I know they're great games. I just never got around to it. But
is Skype on?
Skype is on, yeah. If anyone wants to Skype us, go ahead.
The Level Up Show.
But yeah, Dark Souls I know is a... Oh, Mark is on set. Did you see that?
Mark! Woo!
Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 2.
Our other, well,
Mark, talk about Dark Souls.
Marked words. Marked words will also answer any of your questions.
Yeah, Mark is our Dark Souls guy, and he's really looking forward to Dark Souls 2. So please talk to Mark about Dark Souls, because I don't know enough about it. I don't want to act like I do.
Shout out to Mark.
Thoughts of Fallout 4? I have a feeling that Obsidian is working on it. We talked about this yesterday. The big rumor right now is that they have a big game announcement for GDC 2014. And I have a feeling that Bethesda is working on their own thing right now. Give them a chance at a new IP and put Obsidian, who I think worked on New Vegas, on the official Fallout 4, which rumors are takes place in Boston, but that might be false. But yeah, that's going to be huge. I really hope it's multi-platform. I hope that Microsoft doesn't throw a lot of money at that and make it an exclusive title for Xbox One, because that's a game I will definitely play if it comes.
Do you want another question?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Oh, hold on. Kendrick. Hey, Kendrick, you're live on the Level Up Show. How you doing?
Hi.
Can't hear him. Kendrick, are you there?
Can hear him a little bit. Let's lower higher our volume.
Kendrick, are you there? I think he hung up. Kendrick, did you want to try again? We couldn't really hear you.
What's our YouTube channel?
It's youtube.com/user. The Level Up Show, LVO. If you want to go to our YouTube, which is where we put a lot of our audio stuff up, you can go to our YouTube channel. You can also go to our Google Drive. That's actually a really good archive for all of our podcasts. We don't have that up here, but if you go to twitch.tv/The Level Up Show, there's a whole bunch of icons in the info on that page, and the Google Drive is one of them, where you can find a lot of our podcasts.
People are nervous to talk to us. You don't have to be
don't
nervous.
Be nervous.
We're two kids, just having fun.
Yeah, sure, we're kids.
We could be kids. People say I look
We're
like
25 and 26, if you want to know.
You never give out a lady's age, Andrew.
I'm sorry.
You never disclose.
She's older than me.
You never disclose a woman's age. Yes,
Yeah.
Ghost, you can post your YouTube. Ghost, you're welcome to do anything you like.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that it was disappointing. I heard it's a great game, Mike. But yeah, it's definitely slipping. I think it was a huge mistake to put it on PS3. I think that they thought it was going to be a great idea. They're like, oh my god, we have this huge install base, almost 80 million people on PS3. But usually the first Gran Turismo of a generation is the real big one. They should have made a really big launch for Gran Turismo 6 on PlayStation 4. It would have sold it probably would have been like an attach rate of like 1 out of 2 of PlayStation 4 owners granted that, especially in the UK. That would have been huge. They made a big mistake. So hopefully they port that over to PS4 very soon, but that was a missed opportunity.
Finstar, I agree. It's nice to see him sleeping and not peeing on the carpet.
He's knocked out, man. Knocked out on the floor.
Our YouTube channel, I will post it again.
Kristen is a cougar. I don't think she's that old. Thank you to the friend request we just got. Anyone who's requesting us on PSN, thank you so much. We really appreciate all that. What's great about that, if you do add us on PSN, is you will see in our feed that we've gone live. But more so than anything, if you really want to get an alert of us going live, again, heart us on twitch.tv/The Level Up Show. Because if you do that, you get an email specifically when we go live. It'll let you know, yep, The Level Up Show is on. Click on this link and you can watch us.
Andrew. Kristen, you look younger. I know, I look much younger. It's because I'm letting my hair grow for the wedding.
Saying I look old.
No, you don't look old.
Do I look old?
We had a question about the Lord of the Rings game, which actually sounds interesting.
Are we talking about the Lego one? No, that's Hobbit. The Hobbit has a Lego game coming. Which Lord of the Rings are we talking about? Is it...
That's all
I think it's probably a PC game, I bet. Because I'm not too up on PC, to be honest with you.
How dare you, Andrew?
Explicit or Kyle? GTA 5 might be getting an uptrack for the PS4. I completely agree with that. It's definitely coming. Just wait for them to get a few DLC packs out and for them to announce their Game of the Year edition closer to the end of this year. That'll come to PS4 and Xbox One and PC, definitely. Thoughts on Final Fantasy 15? I think, even though it's not really a return to the roots of Final Fantasy, it's an action RPG, more so than any other, even Lightning Returns. I'm really excited for it. Just because I do really like Tetsuya Nomura. I think a lot of people get on him because of how flashy he is. But he had a big part in Final Fantasy 7, Advent Children, and Crisis Core and whatnot. He has a big part in Kingdom Hearts. So I'm excited that he's the director. I'm really excited that Yoko Shimomura is the composer because I love her music for Kingdom Hearts. I think she's the best composer at Square Enix right now that Nobuo Uematsu is gone. Yeah, I'm really excited. I think the action RPG elements look really promising. It looks really crazy when you watch it on screen, but I hear when you actually have the controller in your hands that it makes sense and it's really, really fluid and exciting. I think the story that is kind of grounded a little bit in modern times with a fantasy element, it looks cool and it looks mature. I like that. I think it's a change for Final Fantasy, but 100% getting it. I'm really excited.
Can I say something about this man?
Sure.
Will you hold my hands in public? Oh, he holds my hands in public. This man, he's very funny.
Am I?
He plays music. He plays.
What?
I can't even concentrate. I was just gonna say how you always play like music that is really relaxing. You never play like rap music. He just plays video game and movie music.
I listen to orchestral stuff for the most part.
Yes.
I listen to scores. I listen to movie scores and I listen to game scores. I listen to Journey all the time, the game Journey, not the band Journey. But I listen to The Last of Us and Final Fantasy and Chrono Cross and a lot of RPG music. I really like RPG music.
No, and he listens to it all the time, and it's really cute because I've never met anyone.
I listen to a lot of Lost music. I'm a huge fan of Michael Giacchino. I think his music's unbelievable.
It is.
Super 8 and Up Even and Lost. I love all the music to Lost.
He won't let us delete the last episode of Lost off the DVR.
Yeah, it's been on there for over 2 years, yeah.
He won't let us delete it.
I can't let go. Even though the end of that show is about moving on, I can't move on.
He can't move on. Andrew, wait, I just want to say that he will be playing the Last of Us remake.
Not remake, the DLC.
Yes, on Valentine's Day.
It's called Left Behind. It's coming out Valentine's Day, February 14th, and it's all about Ellie's relationship with Riley before the events of The Last of Us. I think it's going to be really good. Supposedly it's going to be a little bit more lighthearted and show a little bit more of the fun side of Ellie and Riley and their relationship together. It might end in tragedy. We'll see.
I hope not. I really like Ellie.
Really oh yeah, I mean,
like
she's one of the
Ellie.
Strongest female protagonists ever in gaming.
And we have someone who says they really like Journey.
Journey was my game of the year for 2012. It was 2 hours, and I like that. Gone Home was another big one for me recently because I really like those 1.5 to 2 hour experiences. It helped that Austin Wintory's score to Journey is unbelievable. The first video game score nominated for a Grammy. Apotheosis is unbelievable. If you haven't, YouTube Apotheosis right now, if you never played Journey, it's the final song in that game, and it almost brings you to tears just listening to it, knowing nothing about what happens. That game is an experience. It's a journey. It's all about, I don't want to give it away, but it has a very strong theme and message to it that you have to kind of delve into, but there's much more to it than meets the eye, especially the nature of like the asynchronous online multiplayer and what that does to you as a player and your relationship with this other person that you can't talk to. You really become attached. It's so interesting and such a cool idea. So that was definitely my game of the year for 2012.
Andrew, Mike the douchebag, whatever his name
Classy
is.
douchebag.
Where he wanted me to ask you to state the contest rules or details.
I did once already, Mike, but I'll say it again. We are really looking to get some cool artwork done for us. And it sounds like we're desperate. It really does, but we are. We're desperate. Because we don't have the time, really, to work on that kind of stuff. We hope that one of you does. If any of you are really good at art, specifically pixel art.
He's good at all this stuff, too.
Yeah, I don't have the time for it.
He doesn't, but you're still good at it.
We're looking for pixel art representations of us, of myself, of Kristen, of Mark, and of Mike. And we would like our representations shown through an artwork that represents the Level Up show in total in like a gaming environment. It could be RPG oriented, but something that we could maybe put on a shirt, shirts that we make. So whatever you make, if you win this contest, we'll be plastering your stuff over everything we possibly can. And not only that, if we have anything we can give away, if it's a PlayStation Plus month or year, or if it's a game, a free game, we will totally give you a game as a free prize to you. And also, if anyone wants to work on intro music for us, or segment music, or outro music, any of these things, we will give you something as a reward, as a thank you for helping us out in kind of spreading the word on us. Just trying to help us out in kind of reaching an audience.
The show's vary in length, sometimes from 2
Greg
hours.
wants to sing our outro music. Greg, I would say record it and send it to me.
Corey the Kid, how do I win? You draw, you create, you imagine, you become.
Okay, we'll go with that. And I'll sing the song I've been writing for you. If you're serious, Greg, go for it.
You better have the voice of an angel, Gregory.
I still have Skype up. You better sound like Jesus with a mix of Fergie.
Oh wait, that's from Step Brothers, right?
Step Brothers, yeah.
Sirius wants the kind of relationship we have. Or just two kids having fun. That's it. You can have what we have.
Oh, man. What else do people want to talk about? Let's see.
The Hunger Games.
The Hunger Games? That's not a game. I haven't seen the new movie yet. I really want to see it. I was okay with the first one. I thought it was pretty good. I heard the second one's a lot better. I really want to see it.
We can't shut the music in the background off, sorry. I know it's so annoying. We did reference Step Brothers.
Let me mute it on our side, just in case they also hear us. Where's the remote?
I saw it over there, I think. Step Brothers was so funny. We love Will Ferrell. My sister hates him, but who could hate Will Ferrell?
Yeah, to those saying it, there's no way for us to mute the playroom music unless you want to dim the brightness down really low, which people didn't like. So we're still waiting for that to happen. We're hoping Sony or whoever developed the playroom adds a little patch to allow us to shut off the music. I really don't understand what's taking them so long. All you gotta do is put a little toggle in the options menu to turn off sound. Like, do it. Turn off the music for us, please.
This is levelupshow@gmail.com.
Tweet at Yoshida or something. Shuhei Yoshida or the Playroom or something.
Andrew, can they email the drawings to the levelupshow@gmail.com?
Yes. Hey, Kendrick, you are live on the Level Up Show. How you doing?
Hi guys, how you doing?
Oh, we're doing great. Thanks for calling. What do you want to talk about?
Great, nice show.
Thank you.
I'm wondering, what do you guys think of these new systems as far as the Xbox and the PS4 coming out the way they did? Do you think they should have delayed their probably like another year or so before their release? Because it seemed like they're not ready.
Oh god, now the dog's throwing up.
Oh god. The services they're offering on the system.
Oh.
I agree that they rushed it. I do agree with that. I don't think they should have waited a year. That would have been maybe even a death sentence to one of them. If both of them did it, maybe. But if one of them were to release a year after the other, it would have been a death sentence, especially for Microsoft, I think. Yeah, you're right, though. They're missing stuff. They're missing DLNA support. They're missing MP3 playback. Even like the online interface, especially on Xbox One, is almost a downgrade from Xbox 360. It doesn't make sense in some ways, but I don't think they should have delayed it because I do think the games are there. They're a little sparse, especially with Watch Dogs and Drive Club being delayed. But I'm having a lot of fun right now, and I really love this Twitch stuff. I think it was a great feature to have at launch. It's making this exciting. So my opinion is no. Do you think they should have delayed it?
Yeah, I think they should have waited. I think they were, for me, my opinion is, I think they were scared of Nintendo getting that grasp on the market the way they did the Wii.
Yeah.
And so when they didn't want to give Nintendo any particular head start.
No, I agree.
They did with the Wii last time. So it rushed them.
Yeah.
Both systems because, I mean, PS3 had a whole lot of life, if you ask me. They still have games like Beyond coming out.
Yeah.
The Last of Us that ended. I mean, it was so strong, and I think they could have done way better more development on those systems.
Yeah.
And then waited until they were like pretty sure that these games that we see failing back to back, being delayed, not failing.
Yeah.
Being pushed further back into the year, and all the software issues. I bought for my PS3 towards the end of the year when I heard PS4 was coming out. I bought my Pulse headsets.
Okay, sure.
The Sony, the Elite. It's been $150 for that thing, and I still can't use it.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's so unfortunate. Yeah.
Stuff like that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. You're right. I know that they say they're working on a patch for that. I hope it's really soon for your sake. But I completely agree about the Nintendo thing because as much as people are like, oh my god, Nintendo's doing horrible right now, if they were to give Nintendo another year and there was a Zelda to release this year and Mario Kart and Super Smash Brothers, you might have seen the Wii U really take off in a big way and Microsoft and Sony not able to catch up. It might have completely changed the outcome of this generation. So I think you're right, but that's why they did need to release at this time. Yeah, it might have been too early, but again, it might have been a death sentence for them. So from a business standpoint, I think it was smart.
Okay.
Yeah.
One other thing, I put this up earlier on the text board there, but the thing about the PlayStation Now, as far as it being just a gaming streaming service,
Sure.
I think they can dedicate like some of that towards where they can just totally get rid of Twitch and Ustream.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I saw that in the comments. I'm kind of confused on what you mean by that. Are you saying they should try and incorporate that all into one thing so that you can stream your stuff to TVs and tablets and phones?
I believe they would have total say over what people can actually stream and what they can't, and then they can add different features like as far as Twitch goes, I know we see a whole lot of crazy stuff, but if people want to do that, then I don't think Sony would care either way. You know, I mean, as long as people are using the product.
Yeah, you're right. That could be a way for.
Channels.
Yeah.
And also other channels, as far as like how the Wii would set up. They say, oh, we have this channel, we have that channel, something similar to that.
Yeah, they might need to let it establish a little bit first. Like maybe Sony, like you said, creates almost their own service for this kind of thing, their own version of Twitch, But the thing is, Twitch really does have a strong hold on this kind of video game streaming market right now, to the point where if they were to just completely ban it from PlayStation, especially with it being here right now, I think they would get a big outlash from that. But if they were to try and establish themselves and just let it build over time to the point where it just overtakes Twitch naturally, I think that would be the way to go. Don't get rid of Twitch or Ustream. Keep them there for the people that want to use it. Have options. But yeah, I definitely agree actually with what you just said, that this could be a way for Sony to kind of create their own Twitch service.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry about hanging up on you guys earlier.
No, don't be sorry.
Oh no, don't worry about it, man. Thank you so much for calling.
There was like a crazy delay because even right now, that when I called in,
Yeah.
you pick up the phone, but I didn't see you pick up the iPad.
Yeah, it takes like a good minute. Yeah.
You know, so I hung up and I saw you picked it up like probably like a minute later.
Yeah, don't worry about it, man. No big deal at all. Thanks you so much for calling.
Alright, man. You guys have a good night.
Okay, take care.
I have a question.
That was a really good call. Thanks, Kendrick.
Well, here's my question. Why the PS4 browser doesn't have Adobe Flash?
It doesn't? Really? I thought it has HTML5, I think. I thought that just was supportive of everything, but I haven't used it that much yet. I know that you can use, a little tip of the week for you guys. I know a lot of people are angry about there not being a YouTube app. But if you want to use YouTube on your PlayStation 4, go to youtube.com/TV on your PlayStation 4 browser. And I'm pretty sure that it loads up an app of sorts for you to play YouTube on your PS4. So that's kind of a little workaround right now until an app does come out. I hope it's soon, because I really like the YouTube app on the PS3.
What did this Skype caller pay $50 for?
What?
What did the Skype caller pay $50 for?
$150. He paid $150 for a Pulse Elite headset, which is one of the really nice headsets for the PlayStation 3. And I'm sure a lot of people assumed when they bought that for PS3 that it would be compatible with PS4. It's not. It's really a big oversight from Sony that they need to work out as soon as possible, because a lot of people put a lot of money towards that, and it should work. It's a Sony PlayStation Pulse Elite headset. There's no reason it shouldn't work on PlayStation 4. That's a huge problem. So anyone at Sony, if you for some reason are watching this, I doubt it, please work on that as soon as possible. Yoshida, you specifically.
Oh, I'm sorry. Explicit Turkley. I accidentally
I've done that before.
Timed you out, and he was talking about Streambox.
Steambox. We're really sorry. The chat moves so quickly that sometimes we try and time out people, and then it moves up one too quickly, and we click on the wrong timeout for the wrong person, and it times them out for 10 minutes.
I'm sorry. Please forgive us.
We're really sorry about that.
I'm really sorry because I did it.
We should acknowledge that because he's talking about Steambox. Let's at least talk about what you want to talk about. I do not understand Steambox. I don't understand the audience. Who's it for? I don't get it, because I think anyone who's really into console gaming doesn't want a Steambox, and people that are really into PC and Steam don't want it either, because they have a PC that's perfect for playing Steam games. The thing is, what is the point of Steambox and Steam UI or OS? They're not exclusive to Steambox. You could build a PC. You could buy a PC, download Steam OS, and buy a Steam controller, and you've got a Steambox. What is the point of a Steambox? Especially when it's $500 to $2,000. It makes absolutely no sense to me right now. There might be a long-term plan to this, a long con or something, because I don't see it right now. Maybe they're talking about incorporating TV and music and movies into SteamOS. Maybe that's to compete with Windows. Maybe they're trying to start their own thing right here, become like a Google of sorts as well. But I think it's off. It's still a little ways off. Right now, don't see the point of Steambox. And I'm really not impressed with the controller either. That thing looks clunky and weird. I don't understand why they haven't put a joystick in the place of the left trackpad. Makes no sense. The right trackpad makes perfect sense for PC players that like that quick move, being able to spin around real quick on mouse. Completely understand that. But what's the point of the left trackpad? Why not put a joystick there?
We don't like bullies. Let's band bullies together.
How many PS4 games are out? There's a lot of PS4 games out. There's dozens and dozens of PS4 games. Among the PlayStation Store and retail, there's a lot out there right now. A lot of great games.
We have so many questions. Wow. Mike eats bullies. Wow.
Oh man, the chat room's moving so fast right now, guys. We're trying to keep up.
Rowan's has a good question. Let's
Sure,
find
go ahead.
Rowan's. Why is there no video chat in PS4?
I think that there is. I thought that there was video chat. There's no Skype, but I can see that coming pretty soon. If there is no video conferencing, I'm pretty surprised. I haven't had any reason to use it yet, so that's why I want to know. But yeah, I think they have to be working on that if it isn't here right now, and I wouldn't be surprised if Skype comes really soon as well.
We just got a funny thing that I like.
What?
Is this real life? David at the dentist. That is classic, and I love you for saying that.
Classic.
Steambox.
J5 saying Steambox is a neat idea. Tell me why you think J5, why you think Steambox is a neat idea, because I don't get it, to be honest with you. I really don't understand the appeal of it or the audience that it's for. Because like I said, all I need is a PC, I can download SteamOS, and I can buy a Steam controller. What's the point of buying a Steam-branded computer?
I don't know. Ban. And poor Bree wants to call in.
At least he let us know that he was a troll. His name was Trollman.
Oh, yeah, he did.
That was nice of him.
I just want to let
Thank
you
you
know.
for letting us know. Now we can just ban you immediately.
Someone just says, I want you to know that your lady's beautiful.
Oh, I know that. She's very beautiful. That's why I'm marrying her.
Kristen, do you...
That's one of the reasons I'm marrying her.
Kristen, do you secretly love Greg? I openly love Greg.
I thought they said Walter in white for a second there. I was going to be like, awesome Breaking Bad reference.
And Andrew openly loves Greg. We all love Greg.
Andrew, drink something. You're doing a great job. I'm
Yeah.
drinking soda. Sorry. Not drinking alcohol. I have work tomorrow.
Yeah, it's Sunday night. Oh, that's disappointing. 204 viewers. 204 viewers. Woo!
Yeah, thank you so much, everyone watching. Again, if you want to watch the official Level Up Show, Episode 9, that will be on next Sunday at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. And we'll be talking about all the gaming news that happens this coming week. We'll be talking about what we've been playing. It'll probably be Puppeteer for me and more Don't Start. We'll be having a topic of the week, which we are yet to decide, but we would love suggestions on that. If you guys would love to suggest a topic of the week to us, you can reach us on a lot of different ways. You can reach us at all of these below items here. You can email us at thelevelupshow@gmail.com, which Kristen is putting into the chat room.
Oh, I am not, but I will. I
thought you were. I had a feeling that you were up on that.
We're not that in sync.
No.
Okay, so what would you like me to post?
Just thelevelupshow@gmail.com. LVL. The email that Kristen is posting, if you would like to have a more elaborate message sent to me or to Mike, we'll both read that. Please email us at that email address and we'll acknowledge it.
Bullies are losers. I don't like
Why can't
bullies.
you use wireless headsets? Because, like Kendrick was saying, the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One were both kind of rushed. I think that they just didn't get it in there in time, unfortunately. What's nice, if you don't know, is the audio jack on the PlayStation 4 controller supports almost all of those types of microphones. All those like iPhone type ones with the 2-ring, 3-ring jack. Almost all of those are supported on the PlayStation 4 controller, and it actually sounds pretty good.
Thoughts if Guacamole could be on PS4?
We got a message or a call from Johnny.
Hello!
Hey Johnny, you are live on the Level Up Show. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I'm J5, just,
Hi!
Oh, thank you so much, because I think you were talking about Steambox being a good idea, right?
yeah, I thought Steambox is a pretty good idea. I think Steambox, it can be a neat little tool for people who want to transition from being console gamers to possibly being PC gamers, but they're afraid of taking that one step to possibly, they get confused with all the different configurations and things like that. What I see happening possibly in the future is Steam coming out with some type of rating system where they could set the Steam box as, for example, a level A, a level B, a level C, and then they could put these ratings on the games and say, hey, if you have a Steam box of this level, you'll be able to play this game and this specific recommendation of stuff,
Let me ask you something real quick. First of all, do you mind if I turn you around so that people can see you, or do you want to not be seen?
It doesn't matter.
Okay. So let me ask you, are you planning on getting Steambox, or are you just going to use your PC and update it to have SteamOS and Steam Controller?
I personally am not a PC gamer.
Okay.
I've been a console gamer my whole life. PC gaming is something I've always been interested in. Steambox has made me a little more interested in possibly getting into PC gaming,
but I think they need to make it a little more simpler for the average consumer in order for them to really hop on,
Sure.
for it to really be successful.
No, I completely agree with that. The whole reason I've never been to PC is just the idea of upgrading. That sounds kind of lazy, I guess, but I like the idea of one streamlined platform that everyone can get a part of, and everyone is trying to take advantage of. These developers, they start off trying to learn it. By the end of the generation, they all get a really good hang of it, and they're pushing the hardware to its fullest, so much so that it almost looks better than PC at times. Like The Last of Us is a perfect example of a console game that looks better than most PC games. So I've kind of always liked that about standalone consoles. Maybe, as you're saying, Steambox could be this hybrid of the two and kind of bring some people over to PC again.
I think, the whole great games looking great on consoles, yeah, that's great. But when you look at the end of this last console generation, when you had games like Saints Row 4
Sure.
looking so much better on the PC than it ever did on PS3 or the Xbox 360, those type of things are going to continue to happen in this next generation.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Consoles won't be able to keep up to par 2 or 3 years down the line when the PCs are getting upgrades like crazy, and I don't think they'll be able to keep up like they have been able to in the past.
No, you're right. It always happens. It takes a few years, but the PC eventually moves ahead. And if you're into that, then yeah, plop down 1,500 or so for a PC, or even 1,000 maybe. But that's the thing, is you have to put the money in if you really want to have a PC that can get that much better graphics to the point where there's a easily recognizable difference. You got to plop down some cash. But yeah, thank you so much for calling, man. That's a really good comment.
Yeah, thank you.
Just have a good show.
Yeah, you
too.
Take care.
Bye. The dog is cool.
Thank you so much for calling, John. So yeah, I get what he's saying. It seems a little odd to me. It seems odd to me to have these like Steam branded computers when all you need is the Steam controller and the Steam OS. That's all I'm saying. Does Andrew lift weights? It's been a little while. I took a break just because I've been really busy. But late last year I joined the gym just because we're getting married in May.
And we're going to Hawaii.
We're going to Hawaii, so I figured I'd try and
Wait, that's not it. It's like this.
look my best at least for the wedding. So yeah, I've been going to the gym recently for like the last 4 or 5 months.
Andrew, I am not going to say this right. It looks like the word guacamole.
Guacamole, actually.
Yes. Will it be on PS4?
I think it would be a nice thing for them to do. I don't think it'll happen, to be honest with you.
Neither does Greg.
That's a cross-play, cross-buy PS3 Vita game. It was on sale very recently for like $3. If you missed it, that sucks. I've only put maybe an hour into it so far, but I know I need to play it because I've heard really good things about it. I wouldn't expect it on PS4, to be honest with you. If you have a PS3 or a Vita, check and see if that deal is still up, because it's supposed to be a really good game.
Thank you for the friend request. Don't forget you can add us on Twitch, Facebook, Blogspot, YouTube, Gmail, pretty much any source of media.
Yes, pretty much. We're everywhere.
Oh my god.
Trying to establish ourselves.
Jeez. No, Andrew won't show his abs.
No, I will not.
No.
I'm way too, what's the word, shy?
Well, and plus, we don't do that on the show.
No. And we go into the
bag
level
cat.
of some of these other shows that we've seen that are just, it makes me kind of sad to see 2,000 viewers on some of these streams.
It's disturbing. I tell him to shut it off because it's just really disgusting.
It's a little disgusting the way people are kind of almost.
It's not. No, you know what it is?
They're parading themselves around. It's almost.
Don't.
Yeah,
It's not. No, listen. It's not classy. It's not classy.
Classy douchebag can speak to this.
I'm just saying, like, I don't think it's classy for girls to be like strutting their stuff on camera. I don't know. Like, there's plenty of other places to go for that.
Dan, I saw that you sent a friend request. Thank you so much. Or to Kristen, I mean.
Oculus Rift.
Thank you to anyone who's sending friend requests or adding us on Twitch or anything like that.
I think I know what Oculus Rift is.
What is it?
It's that thing from that you put on your eyes and they had to sit down. Yes, I know what something is.
Yep, that's exactly what it is. It's virtual reality.
It's virtual reality.
I kind of already talked about this a little bit. I don't want to reiterate myself. I do think it's the next revolution in gaming, the first one since they moved from 2D to 3D. I don't think that it's going to be something that really grabs hold this generation. I think both Xbox One and PS4 are going to announce release with their own versions of virtual reality peripheral headsets. If it does come out this generation, it'll kind of be similar to Kinect for 360, where it's kind of a little bit of a half-assed approach to that. Half-assed approach to that, where it's just not to its full potential yet. You know, they're going to release like a $200, $150 version of it to get people on board, and then they're going to go all out and make their console designed around that for PS5 and Xbox 2. I don't know what the hell I call it. But yeah, I'm really excited about it. I wish I could use it. I wish I could go to one of these conventions and put it on my head and see what it's all about, because when I watch these reaction videos, it's the excitement that you see in these people and their expressions, and just their, like, especially when they take it off and they're just like, they're amazed. They can't believe it. They're like, this is it. This is where gaming is going. Like, I will give you money. Like, this is a Kickstarter. Let me fund you. Like, it's going to be a big deal.
I have another question. Whoa, let's say we are a cute couple. You're a geek.
I am a geek. I don't think that's a bad thing.
We want to talk about Thief, and we want to talk about, do we think Apple would jump in the console race?
They keep saying that they won't, but they kind of already are in a way. Not console, but they're in handheld in a way. I mean, you can play PS2 quality games on iPad right now, and they're really evolving really quickly. If you consider that the first iPad came out, maybe 4 years ago? Where they've started and where they've come right now with their graphics, it's a big leap. They're moving quickly. They've got a lot of people playing their small mobile titles. If they're going to get into standalone consoles, I don't know. If they do, my worry would be that they would have like a $800 price tag on them, because Apple's pretty expensive typically. I don't know. I think they probably would do well, just because there's a lot of people that follow Apple blindly, I want to say, to be honest with you. There's a lot of people that are like that. I probably wouldn't jump in on it unless they really won me over, but we'll see.
Andrew?
Yeah.
What game are you most excited for?
The Order and Infamous, probably.
Woo!
I'm really excited for Drive Club, actually, too, though. And Destiny.
You have to pick one!
If I had to pick one, it would be Infamous, just because I think that's the first. Drive Club comes before that, but I think that's going to be free with PlayStation Plus. Infamous, I'm really happy that it's launching so early in the PS4 life cycle. I feel like Infamous didn't get the acknowledgement it deserved. That was a really great series on PlayStation 3 that didn't take off like it should have. The gameplay is really, really smooth, and it's really intuitive, and the way you can travel around the environment, and it's almost like Tony Hawk-esque, where you feel cool. You know, it's just like the way you're kind of bridging combos and the way you're moving from one thing to the other. It feels pretty badass. If you haven't played the other Infamous games, but check out Second Son. There's a 10-minute gameplay video up on IGN that really shows how impressive that game looks for a open world title. It's going to be a big one, I think, for PlayStation specifically.
Will the PS4 be a 3D Blu-ray player?
It already is, I want to say. I know that it supports 3D games. Like Trine is one of them. If it isn't a 3D Blu-ray player yet, it's definitely going to be. That's 100% for sure. Sony has kind of pushed away from supporting 3D as much. They're going all 4K now. 3D didn't take off like they wanted it to, but that doesn't mean that they're not going to support it. It's probably just like a simple patch away if it isn't there. So if you have a whole like collection of 3D Blu-rays that you're waiting to play, it'll come. Just wait a little bit if it's not here already.
Andrew, how do you talk to girls?
Is that like advice or?
No,
like,
yeah. Someone wants to know how you talk to girls.
Like human beings.
No.
I don't treat them like crap. I'll say that. I'm not into that whole thing where you treat a girl like crap. And first of all, I'm not into girls that like that. Kristen wasn't like that. She doesn't take crap. And I like that. I hate girls that are like, I hate when a guy treats me like crap. You know, I'm into that. I don't like that. I'm a nice guy, I guess you could say. I treat girls nicely, and I'm a respectful guy.
So how do you talk to a girl? In my opinion, you ask her a lot of questions about herself.
Yeah, you talk about quirky things.
Well, not all girls are quirky,
like if
though.
a squirrel had a hat.
Oh, you totally got that from New Girl this year.
It was, yeah, but it's true.
No, it is true. Like, I like to talk about animals and like what was I talking? Oh my God! This morning we were talking on the couch. And I asked him if...
The nerdiest thing I can reach right now. I have all my statues upstairs.
Yeah, I'm talking.
Go ahead.
I was talking about if we were cavemen. and what would have happened if we were cavemen. And I don't know how much I can say about the caveman conversation, but it's funny. Who is this?
It is Matt. Hey, Matt, you are live on the Level Up Show. How you doing, man?
Who's Matt?
Oh.
Hi, Scotland.
Do you mind if we put you up on the screen?
Alright, cool.
Yeah, sure. I'll just turn you around so people can see you. What's up, Matt? What do you want to talk about?
I want to bring up something about Apple making a console.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Tell him to mute the TV.
a year ago, I read something in Mac Life
Okay.
about a new Mac they're creating called the Cloud Mac, which is
Okay.
very thin, like it has like one of those like OLED TVs that you see at
Is this like an all-in-one thing, like an all-in-one device where I'm looking for? Is this like a tower? Is it a monitor?
no, not really. It's like the screen is thin,
Okay.
sort of, and it's very thin, just like the TVs
Okay.
like you saw at the Consumer Electronics show
Okay.
that Samsung and them guys showed.
Yeah, the real huge ones. Now they have these curved ones now too. That's going to be the big deal because the TVs are getting so big now that they have to curve them so you can look at the screen. But are you thinking that they're going to kind of do like a streaming service or something to their Cloud Mac?
Yeah, and not only that, but they're gonna focus on gaming and work.
Okay.
And plus I saw a picture of the keyboard, which is like a touchback kind of.
Okay.
It's really cool.
I actually haven't seen this yet. I'm going to have to look it up. I'm surprised I haven't seen it because it does sound pretty cool.
Yeah, and also they have they show off like a prototype of a custom-made joystick.
Okay.
And like a headset.
Okay.
And virtual reality glasses that actually look like sunglasses that actually plays virtual gaming.
Okay.
I mean, it's really cool.
Okay, definitely. I'm going to look this up. You said it's called Cloud Mac?
Yeah.
Okay, definitely going to look that up. Thanks so much for calling, man.
Thanks, Matt.
You take care.
Bye.
Bye, see ya.
I'll message you the issue
Okay.
that is on.
Definitely.
I'll even message you the entire pictures of it.
Okay. Definitely do that, man. Thanks so much.
Bye, Matt. Oh, he's sweet.
Thanks so much for calling, Matt.
He's
We
sweet.
had another call, too, from a guy named Jim.
El Jefe.
But since we were on the line with Matt, I couldn't answer your call. So why don't you call back and we'll put you on. It's the Level Up Show on Skype. I'm really liking Skype right now.
Yeah, it's cool.
This is
But
cool.
no, but I will tell you, I had to ban a couple people for saying mean things about people.
Okay.
About their appearance, and that's not very nice.
No, yeah, come on, guys.
That's like really messed
People
up.
are putting themselves out here right now.
No, not everyone. Not everyone. Only a couple people.
Okay.
So I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
people like Matt and Kendrick
And Ed.
and Ed, like these guys are putting themselves out there and they're saying, yeah, okay, it's okay for you to put me on the stream. So please be respectful to everyone.
Most people are. Most people are being
Yeah,
real nice.
good.
But we have a no bullying policy. So
Yeah, definitely.
I will cry if you're mean.
What are your thoughts on video games as an art form? I think this, for anyone who's really into gaming, we've all kind of agreed since the beginning of time, like, that video games are an art form. It doesn't make sense not to consider that when there's story and artwork to create these worlds. And acting even now, like The Last of Us, and script writing, and music, and it has all of the different mediums all merged into one, and it's almost its own art form in the way that it treats you as a interacting person with this world. There's no other medium that does that to this level. You can't have what gaming does in movies. You can't put that input for the player. The Last of Us is a movie merged with a game. You have this connection where you're Joel in this game, and you don't really have a choice over what he does, but because you're playing him, you have this interactivity with this world, and you are finding out about this world through him. and it's something that can't be achieved elsewhere. Video games are 100% an art form, in my opinion. And that is an opinion. That's not a fact, but I think most people will agree with that on here.
Wow, we have lots of questions. Someone said that you and Mike are like Drake and Josh.
Drake and Josh.
From Disney Channel, I think. Or it's Nickelodeon, one of them.
I like to skip music.
Who is this?
This is Tim. Hold on one sec. Let's get Tim up. Hey,
Hey,
Tim.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing great. How you doing? Do you mind if we put you on the stream, or are you not okay? Sure, I'll do that right now.
This is Tim. And Tim, where are you from?
I don't know if I trust you though, man.
Australia.
Australia.
You don't have a shirt on. What's that all about?
He's from Australia. He's an Aussie.
It's hot in Australia, man.
Okay.
He's an
We just want
Aussie.
to make sure that we don't have anyone trying to show inappropriate stuff or anything like that.
No way.
Okay, cool. What do you want to talk about?
I just wanted to know how many Steam boxes are coming out.
How many Steam boxes?
Yes, Steam boxes.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I'm
I gotta
sorry.
get rid of you.
Yeah,
I have a
he
feeling-
started laughing. He started. That wasn't
Yeah,
good.
he also came on with no shirt on. I couldn't do it.
I mean, I did give him the benefit of the
Tim, I
doubt.
respect you. If you were going to show something that's ballsy, but not going to happen. We're going to try everything we can not to let that happen.
Yeah,
But thanks for calling. Thanks for
yeah,
giving it a shot. You
yeah.
couldn't go through with it even so.
He started
I can't
laughing.
do it.
Oh my god.
Oh man! Please, people, don't do that. It makes it difficult for us because we're relying on this right now as an avenue for you guys to talk to us. And if this keeps happening, it makes it difficult for us to trust it, and it makes the show degrade in quality because of that. So please, guys, don't do stuff like that. If you were, I don't know for sure, Tim, if that's what you were planning, but it kind of seemed like that to me.
The email address is the Level Up Show. Is the Level Up Show. I can't type.
So here's Jim. Hey, Jim, you're live on the Level Up Show. How you doing?
How's it going?
I'm doing great, man. What do you want to talk about?
Well, I just wanted to say, what was your first video game you ever played as a kid?
My first video game that I ever played was actually Bonk's Adventure. It was for TurboGrafx 16, if you know what that is.
No, I never heard that.
It was done by NEC. It was one of their only consoles. It released in the 16-bit era along with Super Nintendo and Genesis, but it was the first casualty of that era. It died out. Bonk's Adventure was the first game to release on that console, and Bonk was the mascot of TurboGrafx. He was a little baby caveman with an enormous head, and he could headbutt the enemies and kill them. And he would eat meat to become like super powerful and like a demon big baby that could like headbutt everything into death.
And where did you get the idea to do the Level Up Show?
Well, the thing is, Level Up kind of came from the Level Plus One, which is, well, yeah, but it was originally from something we were gonna do. Me and Mike actually called Level Plus One. We were starting a website back. God, this was like 5 years ago, where we wanted to kind of do a social network for gaming.
Social media website for games.
Yeah, and it just, we didn't have we didn't have the manpower, really. We had, like, the passion for it, but it was just me and Mike and maybe a few other people. And I was trying to learn Dreamweaver at the time, and we were trying to get other people on board, but we didn't have enough people to help us out, and we had to put it to the side. So then when this Twitch thing started, we were like, we don't really have any barriers of entry. We can do this, right? We saw Spartan doing it, and we saw how much fun it looked. If you at the Spartan show, if you don't know. And then we were just like, why not? You know, we can go on every week, and even if we only get 50 people watching us, it'll be fun. And so far it has been. And we're gonna do our 9th episode next week. Why is the camera backward? It's for this.
You couldn't made this.
What happened was that I think the Playroom and like games that use the PlayStation camera, they reverse things for the sake of you being able to interact with the world from a like what do you call it? Like a alternate reality type perspective. So because it's reversed, when we
PlayStation that's hosting this.
yes, the PlayStation hosts it and it reverses everything. So when we printed out the poster and the information down here, we had to reverse them before we printed them out so that they show up correctly for you guys.
But why don't you just broadcast on Twitch TV and then set up your own account?
Because we were trying to take advantage of the PlayStation 4. just because it's something that's new to this console generation. We could potentially do that in the future if we feel like this is holding us back, or if we can find a way to do it both at the same time. That would be pretty cool. But right now, we have a PS4 and we think this is a cool feature of the system, so we want to take advantage of it and kind of grow our audience on PlayStation 4. And it also goes to Twitch.
Last question, we all want to know: have you hooked up with your co-host or not?
Have you hooked up? Yes, we're we're
engaged.
We're engaged.
Have you hooked up?
Yeah, we're engaged, man. We're getting married in May, so yes, we've hooked up.
Do not know think though that like Jesus Christ would be really upset.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
Oh, have we hooked up?
Have we
There's
hooked
so
up?
many definitions of hooked up.
Yeah, we don't
out
know what
there,
you mean exactly,
but
we're not going to talk about
I
that.
don't think I want to talk about that.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about that kind of personal stuff. Right now, just to give a little bit of personal information, we're actually living in a basement apartment. This is my parents' house, and we built this apartment together, me and my dad. And this is just a way for Kristen and I to save up money for when we get married and we want to buy a house. So that's as far as I'm going to go with personal information.
Well, you have held hands.
Yes. All right, man. I gotta let you go.
I know Jehovah's Witnesses. Are you a Jehovah's Witness?
No, I'm not a Jehovah's.
Oh, I mean, I don't really want to talk about
I'm
religion.
actually having a joke with you. I'm from Ireland.
Oh, you're from Ireland.
Okay, you're just having a joke. But yeah, we don't want to talk about personal stuff too much, man.
Oh, that's okay. That's cool.
Yeah,
All right,
well, thanks
so-
for calling.
Thank you for calling, man. We'll see you later. Yeah, we don't want to go too much.
I
into
feel
personal stuff.
awkward.
Yeah, that's too personal, Jim.
Well, okay, wait. There are so many different versions of hooked up. Hooked up to me is like kissing.
Yeah, that's kissing to me. Yeah,
Like,
that's
and
like high school lingo.
have we
kissing.
held hands? Yes. Does Jesus? We're not even going to get into that.
Yeah, we're not going to get into religion. Politics and religion are off record. Like what would it be? Off limits.
Off limits.
Off limits. That's the word.
If it was a joke, that's funny, but we're done.
Yeah, that's the last joke for that. Yeah, it is getting late. We've been on for a while.
Yeah, I wish we could invite everyone to the wedding. If you add us on Twitch, maybe we'll select one lucky winner to come to our wedding.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
It's really gonna be. Hey, Matthew.
Yeah, sorry, Matt, you're catching us at the very end of the show. We're just about to get out of here. But to people that are still in here, if you haven't yet, please add us in all these different devices.
Well, or just one.
Oh, we got one last call.
One last call
Last call, guys.
from
Giovanni.
Giovanni.
Hold on one sec. Your video is starting up, Giovanni.
Sorry, I don't have a camera, unfortunately.
Okay, no problem. What do you want to talk about, Giovanni?
Actually, I was a little concerned about the way the PlayStation Playroom has been being used.
Yeah, it's a little. Yeah, it's unfortunate the way people are abusing it. And it's something that, like, when it first started off, it was really exciting, and a lot of people were using it for this kind of thing. Spartan Show being the first one. And then we jumped on board like a week after that, and it was really exciting, and we thought it was really cool, and we thought people were going to use it for cool things. And then all of a sudden, it started becoming this, of course, sexual thing, and then it just steamrolled from there. And I hope that it can be cracked down on. On Twitch, it definitely is. They don't support that at all, but then Ustream is just going nuts with all this different stuff. And yeah, I agree with you completely. It sucks.
Wouldn't
Yeah.
it be more prudent? I just think too loud. Wouldn't it be more prudent to actually put some sort of, say like a report thing, like on the stream, like you hit options and you know, you have to report the people that actually do it?
Definitely, and I have a feeling Sony has got to be working on that, because I don't think they expected this. I got to be honest with you. I don't think they expected it to be to this level, at least. So they got to add a report button, and for Ustream, I know they support kind of a wide range of things. Put like an adult content button or something. At least let people know that there's adult content in your stream. Put a little checkbox, and then add some parental controls into the PS4 that like parents can go in and say, if this is an adult content stream, don't allow my child to watch it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. If people don't realize, and if people don't realize this, the Playroom is greatly for kids, you know, just
Yes.
to relax and have fun and stuff like that. Now, if you're watching something, and like I saw last night, I don't know if you were on last night.
I was.
It was Duck Woman, I think 17, 19.
Really? Okay.
12, 19.
Okay, yeah.
And she was like completely butt naked. I'm talking
Wow.
about.
Oh my God.
It was ridiculous. And the guy next to him was in a Batman outfit.
How sick is
Oh
that?
my
There's
god.
some even worse stuff than that, man. There's some sick stuff going on, especially on Ustream. I agree completely. There needs to be a report button. I don't want to see that stuff. I don't want to even see an icon of that stuff on my list. You know, like
Yeah,
it's
I agree with you.
it's disgusting.
It is absolutely disgusting.
So I hope it comes soon for our sake. But good comment, man. Thanks for calling.
Yeah, we agree with you.
All right, take care.
Thank you. How often is the show and what time and day? Andrew, I'll let you take that one.
From now on, we're going to do 1 day a week. We were doing 2 days. We were doing Saturdays and Sundays. But from now on, we're going to do just Sunday at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. Next week will be our 9th episode, actually. Hold on one sec. I am going to log off from this.
No more calls right now because it's getting late.
Yeah, it's getting late, so I shut down Skype. Thank you to everyone that called. We had a lot of really great callers. Thank you to people especially that were okay with showing their face. That was actually pretty cool to be able to turn it around and let people see you as we were talking. But please add us on all these different things, and we will update you on our schedule if something does change. I can tell you right now that next week, for sure, you can see us 9:30 Eastern Standard Time on here, on Twitch. That doesn't just mean the PS4. You can watch us on PC as well. I know one guy was talking about why don't we go on PC. But this does at least stream the PC. I get what he's saying. We could get like a better camera and be completely devoted to Twitch. But then you guys on PS4 wouldn't see us. And I don't want to do that. So hopefully there's ways in the future to, broaden everything and be able to put ourselves on YouTube and Twitch and PS4 and Ustream all at once, all at the same time. Get our name out there. Get our show out there. That would be a lot of fun.
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
I know people may think that this is sarcasm, but it really means a lot to me that everyone's being so nice and complimenting Andrew because he really put so much work into this, and he's always wanted to do this since he was younger, so it just makes me really happy, so thank you for him.
Thank you, Classy Douchebag, who's Mike, our co-host. Once again, the contest that's going on is that any of you, if you have artistic background or even not, we would love to have an artistic representation of us for the Level Up Show, for a logo, for a t-shirt, or just artwork in general. And specifically, we would love to have pixel art. So if you want to look at like previous streams and see what we look like, we would love to have myself, Andrew, Kristen, Mark, and Mike all represented in pixel art with the Level Up Show, branded on it, and in the gaming environment. It could be RPG related, anything like that, to establish our show in a gaming environment and plaster over everything we can. And obviously we'll plug that you did it, whoever wins. And then on top of that, if we get anything prizes-wise, if we get a PlayStation Plus Game of the Month or Year, or if we get free games for Steam or PS4 or Xbox One, we will send the codes your way. You will get rewards. You will get prizes. And this doesn't just mean the artwork. If you want to do intro music for us or outro music for us or segment music for Weekly Update or Topic of the Week or Mike's Mashes My Joysticks segment, anything. We would love to have you guys throw it at us, and we'll look at it. We'll thank you. We'll reward you. It would help us out in a big way. And unfortunately, we don't have that much time to put towards that kind of thing. So thank you in advance if you are able to put time towards
I have a
that
question.
Kind of thing. Sure.
You don't have to do it on a PC. You could draw it, right? Or do you want it on the PC?
I probably would prefer you do it on PC. If you want to just do artwork in general for us, go ahead. I would love to see anything you guys do. But if we're going to have something put on a t-shirt, it probably, or represent us like as our logo or something, it probably is going to have to be of a higher quality, something like created on the PC. But I don't want to limit it. Like if you guys feel passion or like a little incentive to go for it, please.
And is there a way to favorite us?
Please do. Favorite us.
Please!
Twitch.tv/levelupshow. If you go on there, there's a little heart button or a follow button. And what happens if you follow us is anytime we go live, you will get an email letting you know. And the Level Up Show, if you follow us there, we update you with our schedule, what our topic of the week is going to be. With any updates we can, Facebook.com, same thing. The blog here actually is if we have any time for articles or editorials or reviews or to show up throw up Let's Plays that we do on PS4, that'll all go on our blog. And then finally, these are our PSN IDs for the two main hosts, myself, Andrew, and Mike. Please add us. No problem at all if you want to add us as a friend. We only have 100 right now. There's a limit of 2,000, so we still have a ton of room for more friends. We want to get ourselves out there and be accessible to you guys in every way possible. So let's wrap it up. You good?
Wrap it up. We need music. Come on, we gotta get some. Oh, how about? I'm so excited.
Okay, I gotta look it up. Hold on.
Okay.
Talk.
Okay, so we're gonna find a good song to end the show.
Yeah, but thank you so much, everyone. Again.
I thanked them. I said it really makes us happy. They're so fun.
Yeah. And we just got another friend request. Anyone who's friend requesting us, thank you. Anything else? Classy douchebag, Mike, do you have anything you want to say before we log off?
Thanks for watching us.
Put our email up one more time, too. If you remember what it is.
Yes.
Okay, the email's about to go up, and again, if you have any longer messages that you want to send to us with suggestions or artwork that you've done, please send it to thelevelupshow@gmail.com. No, LVL, not level. Disregard the first one. It's thelevelupshow@gmail.com. Let's see. Do I have
I'm
music?
sorry. There's so many LVLs. LEVO. Andrew for president. Thank you, Matthew. That's really sweet of you.
Let's see. This is going to be our outro music.
And we'll talk to you all later. High five. Ow!
All right, guys.
Sorry, Greg.
Thanks so much. Stay classy.
Jason, Greg,
Thank you,
Aaron,
Jason.
Reed,
Yep.
X. Everyone, we love you. Bree.
We'll see you all on Sunday at 9:30
Dan.
Eastern Standard Time for episode 9 of the Level Up Show. Don't
Ghost.
forget the contest. Please email us with anything you guys want, suggestions, artwork, intro music. We're open to you guys. Message us. So we'll see you all next week. Thanks so much.
Bye. You squeeze you.